live.
Hey, everybody, welcome
Hello.
to episode 3, season 2
Hello.
of Phoenix Dawn Command.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no, shut up.
Yes,
I
sorry.
know what words I'm saying. Banished from the land.
All right, bye.
His character is dead now.
You need like a
That's
robot
the kind
voice
of, that's the
assistant.
kind of DM I am. Hey, I am Mac One Wolfpack Beauvais, and I am the marshal for the game today. Let's go around and meet who else we have at the table, starting with our very, very special guest, someone who is amazing and will also murder your characters if you play in her games. Oh, she's not here.
Oh no,
it's-
I filled in at the last minute for that person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, Talena's here.
Hi everybody, I'm Talene. This is my character voice for today. I worked real hard on it. I'm really super committed to character voices, and this is what I'm doing. So I am playing Marathon, but goes by like Thon because like it's cooler.
Like Bungie's marathon?
Like what?
Like Reverse Flash? Thon?
No, like
No.
Tron,
Eddie
but with
Thon?
like a speech impediment?
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
Ah, that makes more
I
sense.
fight for the
God.
Uther.
You don't usually slur R's, but sure.
And then I found my way inside the grid.
Thor, I can hardly crap.
One day I was inside.
This is fun. This is also character stuff. Thon gets made fun of a lot. A lot. Kind of awkward.
It's
In
that lip.
character stuff.
The lisp stuff.
Yeah.
The lisp.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go back.
Thon speaks with a lisp. It's canon
Yes,
now.
and yes, and yes, and.
Well, we'll go back and find out more about Marathon shortly. We also have Mr. Michael Holmes.
Hello, I'm Michael Holmes. I'm playing Vigil, the Devoted, and he also gets made fun of a lot too. So I understand your plight, Fawn. Yeah, you do
We
you.
totally
And
need
if-
to hang out and be friends.
Yeah, we can be friends. We'll work
Yeah,
on it.
I've made
totally
a
fine.
mistake.
And if I were
Yeah.
a musical per the Facebook meme, I would be Richard O'Brien's Shock Treatment. Thank
Wow. Wow.
Chan,
I
tell people about you.
I am Robert One Headlight Clark Chan. I'm playing Doros Durant, who's a dancer in his heart, but a big lunk in real life.
Yes. And lastly, the
Yes,
dumpster fire
and?
himself in person.
I am Joshua Dempsterfire, and I am playing as Scar the Bitter, and both of us are currently regretting our decision to be at this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's too
that
bad.
sounds about right.
Yeah, welcome to the club,
yeah,
pal.
way too bad.
And you died last time, too.
I did die. It was glorious. A giant shadow beast. Well, it wasn't very. It was shadowy, but it wasn't
Yeah.
a shadow beast. But a giant wolf ate me. Like weird. I just have a bad habit of falling into that
It's
trap.
it's got a thing.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man, a Mac game has a giant wolf in it that eats people.
Well, yeah.
That's the point where we were
This is
early on in the
shocking.
game and like Blythe said,
Oh,
"Oh, it's werewolves." I was like, "It's not werewolves. Come on."
That's too on the
werewolf.
nose.
And then it was-
They were skin
Skin
changers.
changers,
Thank
sorry.
you very much.
That was a Keith
Also,
Baker
thanks
collab.
to Keith
yeah.
Baker because he helped me out with the mechanics on that.
Well.
Hard fight.
So, before
A
we
glorious
recap
death.
and all of that good jazz, I want to tell the chat how they can donate to mess with the game. I also want to thank anybody who was here last week during our charity stream. We raised almost
Yeah.
$300 for Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Nice work.
So that was awesome. But it means that this week there is no gross soda and there is no singing unless people choose to do it of their own volition, which I don't think is going to happen. So, what you can do though, you can donate to give redraws to the table, so that allows them to draw an extra card. Sometimes it comes at the time of need. You can donate to add an environmental object, which are things that they can use to hit
Inside
other
the Star
things
Wars
with.
books, the
I'm sorry, what's
platform for the cards, because we don't need the dice tray.
Oh yeah, big on dice tray.
Yes.
They also each have a negative and a positive flare. So flares are basically things you can set off. A positive flare is going to help them in combat. A negative flare is going to make them have a little bit of a meltdown in their role-playing life, which is really great since they've been sent on diplomatic missions to this point. Yeah, it's super fun.
It's fun.
So, for Vigil, negative flare, you can give him Song and Legend, where he has to immortalize his fellow phoenixes in song and verse as they go along. His positive flare is Candle in the Wind, which will allow him to give some extra health to teammates in need during a fight.
Sweet.
That's
For
awesome.
Scar, negative flare is Wounds of the Past, where he becomes a mewling, mumbling, paranoid mess, which is super fun.
Just like real life.
His
No.
aw.
Just kidding.
And his positive flare is full of gore, and all of a sudden he sprouts bullhorns and can hurt people a lot.
Yes, that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, yes. We'll talk.
Yeah.
For Duros, his negative flare is Ringmaster, where he basically becomes a crazy carnival barker person who's trying to get you to come and see the show where he dances. And his positive flare, which is Tiny Dancer, which makes him really light on his feet and he's able to jump in and take damage from people.
You really pushed me to call that Tiny Dancer, and I'm realizing now that two of us have Elton John
See, and I
songs.
thought that when I
Well,
pitched
well,
it to
he-
you, mine
he
was called
picked
Home
his.
Fires Burning.
He picked his, and yours, I just really
hearing
wanted to call it Tiny
Two
Dancer.
all right. No,
conflicting
it's
stories
good.
here.
If anything, you
You
need to
pick-
get on the trolley.
You picked
Yeah.
Candle in the Wind. You
Yeah.
told me that specifically.
Okay.
I would not have picked that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I had something else lined up.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's not fight.
And we have a positive flare for Marathon, which is Chariots of Fire.
Yeah.
Because Marathon moves so fast that the friction can set things on fire, literally.
And then we're gonna sing
Sounds
Chariots of
uncomfortable.
Fire.
Hold on. Why are we calling it Benny and the Jets?
Because I called it Chariots of Fire, and that's what it is now.
But also I get to also.
Yeah, plus she just really wants to do the song.
That's fair. You have to do the whole thing in slow motion, though, while
Yeah,
your
I will.
fire's activated.
1,000 times over.
All right, so let's recap from last time. What do you guys remember?
Let's see. We went to the village of Sana, looking for healing poultices and techniques from the Grimwald. As we were trotting down the path ever so merrily, a young man who had a nice gash taken out of his neck kind of ran into us, literally. And we healed him up a little bit, took him back to his village, and the villagers were like, "What the fuck? Why'd you do that? Why'd you bring him back? We were trying to get rid of him."
Well, I carried him back after accidentally knocking him out.
Yeah,
in
you
an
hit him
attempt to calm
really
him.
hard. You're like, I'm going to
Yeah.
calm you. Unconscious. He was calm after that.
Light touch, yeah.
That is, yeah, that's a way.
It's concussion equals calm.
Then we found out there were shadowy creatures attacking from the periphery of the forest after dark, and a village of hundreds of people was down to about a dozen, give or take. Then there was the old gypsy woman,
Elspinskaya.
Aspenskaya, who Vigil and her spent a lot of quality time together trying to figure out what was going on with the wolf totem. There was a lot of carnage perpetrated by Y'all against the townsfolk and the skinwalkers.
Some of us
changers.
trying to save the human
Skin
beings.
changers. Sorry.
I mean, they
Skinwalkers,
weren't
Native
human beings
American.
anymore. Just, in terms of consciousness, fine, they were human beings. But otherwise, they weren't. So I didn't feel bad killing them at all. It's fine.
And then there was a giant shadow wolf that ate Scar, and then at the end, it kind of disintegrated into ash. A hand reached out from the ashes. It turns out it was another phoenix, and the only word we heard it say before the game ended was ink.
Yep.
And as you also recall, during your first mission, you
Yes.
found this
Yes.
message.
Uh-oh.
A note.
Oh
with
my
an-
gosh.
With an ink splotch
Yes.
I see a
as
butterfly.
a signature.
I thought that was a
Oh.
Rorschach.
Huh. Yeah,
I
it's
thought-
kind of like
I see a
like
turtle.
a weird squid. Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
So maybe,
I'm taking notes on all of your psychologies right now.
so maybe
You're all
Turtle
fucking crazy.
from Entourage is who left that note.
Now,
Oh,
you died in this whole hullabaloo.
did
So
die.
let's talk about that, seeing as it was a giant shadowy monster wolf, and we decided you had a bitter death because it was a little too much of the norm for you.
Yeah, it struck a little bit close to home, and how many times can a giant wolf beast kill you before it really starts to wear away
Did you,
at who you are as a phoenix?
did you come back as a pot of potted petunias?
Well,
Oh no, not again.
I was horribly bloodied. I used my phoenix powers to stay alive for one last turn after being mauled horribly by this thing. Fell to my knees after Spectre successfully took it out by burning herself out,
Yep.
and I awoke in front of the door of the larder where we were defending the townspeople. So my crucible actually shifted location, and I was
Oh.
now in the town of Sana, being attacked by dozens of skin changers who were no longer completely insane. They had their human consciousnesses, but were attacking me. So I still had to fight them off, despite the fact that it was very clear that they were human in every way. And then once I had gored them, the giant beast came back. But this time I was successful. And when I opened the door, I fell through the fire.
And what do you look like in this incarnation? Because now you're level 2, and you also came back with a talon.
Yes, I came back, and now my 2 bracelets have fused to my wrists and no longer move up and down my arms, which is weird. And I'm now about 6 inches taller, same body structure, but what's very upsetting, I'm standing just outside the flame. I noticed other phoenixes like, that's a bit... They're looking at my head just like the villagers did when I was in the larder, and I'm like... And my horns are now a permanent fixture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is upsetting in a couple ways. Also hits a little bit close to home, like the jokes that used to be made back on the farm where I should be pulling the plow. The look on my brother's faces if they ever see me again. That'll be fun.
We'll kill him, don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean,
What? Although, who knows, with my sister already dead.
Yep.
Who
So
knows where they are. So yeah, now I'm a bit larger and a bit pointier. I was going to use a different word, but
gee, I can't imagine what it would have been.
yeah.
All right, so you guys found a phoenix that had been inside of this giant wolf shape. I'm assuming you went ahead and took them back to Pyre with you.
of course.
So unfortunately, Spectre is taking a little bit longer in her crucible. She is burned out and managed to pull that spirit back into her crucible with her. So you arrive back at Pyre, and you are met by another one of your wingmates, Marathon, who is actually your forceful, because every wing has 6 members, even though we only see 4 most of the time.
Special operations and whatnot. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Marathon's background and why Marathon is a phoenix.
Pretty much, yeah. Marathon was like a young kid, recruited into the army because my country's town was getting attacked.
It happens.
And out there, and I see the big army coming. I'm like, oh, holy crap! I have to run back and warn my city to get ready for this big army, huge army. Like I was out scouting and doing army stuff, and I saw a whole big other army, and I was like, holy crap! And now it has army stuff, a big scary army stuff. So I made the attempt to run back to town, to the city, and warn everyone, marathon style. 26.7 miles.
And that's how we came to name running that distance.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Except that as I was running back to the city to warn everyone, the army caught up with me and passed me, and we arrived. I arrived like a few minutes behind them, and then dropped dead of a heart attack.
Is this the Kenyan army? That is some good speed.
So they all had tanks. So, yeah.
I wasn't fast enough, y'all. I wasn't fast enough. Yeah. And then I woke up in this garbage.
Yep, that is an accurate summation of
What does Marathon look like?
Marathon looks like the Roadrunner. The cartoon Roadrunner.
Like a personification of the Roadrunner.
Like if the Roadrunner jumped out of the cartoon.
like hard Hanna-Barbera lines? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, it's just broke my whole narrative
No.
out. And now there's a cartoon.
No. I won't do that to you.
Remember,
If they
you
took
guys
the
are
Roadrunner and
early level.
3D'd it, like they
Okay.
did, you remember that episode of The Simpsons?
Oh, so maybe you have like bird legs where they're like a little bit
Yeah.
like
Strangely
canted.
avian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Sheen's arrival, not
I-
the good one.
I'm like a tiny bird, but I talk and I have hands.
That's not disturbing at all. I imagine
Yeah,
you're
this
just.
is horrific.
Everything about that is upsetting.
I imagine Marathon is on her way to being like more and more of truly just the Roadrunner, but it's
Yeah.
still level 2, so it hasn't. It's going down that horror route, but hasn't
Okay.
quite hit it yet.
All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
But
like
but,
some
very, but
bigger-
it's already like
Yeah.
damn, like for a level 2 Phoenix, this is surprisingly weird. This is
Peak
probably
light.
why she has not been sent on diplomatic missions with you guys.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing was you were a little less horrific than the level 6 and 7 Phoenixes.
Yeah, but Marathon is not.
But
that.
Marathon, they're like, yeah, why don't you just stay here and
I've spent a lot of time here. They've given me some paperwork to do
Hey, would you go run and get us coffee a couple of times?
on it.
It's like in a big suspended cage with a little swinging seat.
I get to,
So you see your wing coming back into Pyre,
and I run to see them.
and they're carrying an
Hey, guys,
unconscious
hey.
Phoenix.
Oh my gosh, what'd you get?
Well, we're
Where'd you find that?
We're not really sure what happened to her.
Her.
Uh,
I decided.
we need to find one of the marshals and.
I'll do it.
Well,
I find a marshal, and I run back. I'm like, I found him.
you can't false her enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You find the marshal, but you don't actually say anything. You just stop in front of them, and they're
Yeah.
like,
And then I really,
"Fuck."
yeah. And then I run back.
Yeah. Except it was Honor, the one who's the basically walking suit of armor. So it was like, "What the fuck?" And you could hear it across all of Pyre.
It would seem she found honor.
All right. Well, that's
I'll
as
show
good
you.
as any.
I'll take you to where. I just run back and forth between them a whole bunch of times. And each time I come back, I'm like, hey guys, hey, can't help. And then I run back. And then I run back.
I wonder when
guys.
Spectre is going to
Hey.
come back to the Crucible.
Well, you know, I mean,
Can't
part
be
of being
soon
a
enough.
Phoenix is learning how to work within the framework of a team, and everybody has their things that they do really well.
You want me to find a marshal?
All right,
I
so
found one.
she's obviously going back and forth between you guys and various marshals who are very increasingly confused about what the hell is going on.
You realize
So-
we should go to Varia with this, right? She is our marshal after all, and I have a feeling anything having to do with shadow wolves is probably going to fall under her purview.
I hate it when you're right, almost as much as I hate having to talk to Marshal Varia.
Well, let's all hate our day just a little less, I
Hey guys,
guess.
what are you doing?
Well, we're-
You found someone. Can I help?
Tell you what, would you go let Marshal Varia know that we're on our way?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you actually talk to Marshal
Oh,
Varya?
yeah, I still, yeah. I go, Hey,
Can I
people are
help
coming.
you?
People are coming to talk to you.
What people?
I told
I
her.
hate this post. Oh, I hate this post so much.
I told her.
What did
I
you,
like,
what did
hey
you
guys,
tell her?
let's all high five. Because I have hands specifically for high fiving.
You do. I often remark on your high five
I
and
high five
hands.
myself.
Hey, high five city. Yeah, yeah. All right, all right. Anybody else? Remember, everybody's part of the team.
Do you guys go up to Varya?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yep.
5 hours later.
Just like thousands of high fives.
Yeah.
Just high fiving all the angels.
All right. So you walk into her office, which again is weapon racks all around the room, one bookshelf full of books. What happened? We got some word back that there was an attack, and it sounds like you were able to secure their help, but only a percentage of it. How many of them died? It sounded like a lot of them died.
You don't know anything about it? None of your friends told you?
Hey,
You're
can I
looking
be part of
really good these days. Are you enjoying your new horns?
Well,
And
What happened?
Yeah. Well, it would seem that a portion of the population had been compromised before we even arrived, so we did our best to mitigate the damage on hand and then preserve what life was left. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the incident with the wolf totem and the skin changers, that didn't leave a...
I need you to back up and explain to me wolf totem skin changers?
Someone was there before us and destroyed a totem that was protecting them from skin changers. They ended up taking most of the town's population.
We were able to render the relic inert, but it was a bit too late. But we feel we did defeat the Ultimate Guardian, or whatever malevolent force was lurking in the woods, but after we defeated it, we found the phoenix that you see before us. And the last thing that she said before she collapsed was just ink.
You can see Varia getting like physically like all the fur on her is like standing out. Like she suddenly looks like 3 times bigger than she should.
Oh,
And
man.
you can hear the desk splintering
I hide.
under
Who's the biggest one? I hide behind them.
Is everything okay, Marshall? It looks like your hackles are up.
Has she said anything else?
She's been unconscious since she came out of the giant wolf beast.
Get back out here and go get some water.
Okay. Zoop. Zoop.
The water boiling.
Do we
It's just
have
an
to
empty
take her
glass.
with
Are
us?
you-
Is that wherever?
Hey,
Smiley the ogre.
ogre!
the resub, yeah.
What's up?
5.
So she takes the water and splashes it in the face of this other phoenix who seems still pretty out of it, but like wakes up a little bit.
Why didn't we think of that?
Yeah, you guys just brought them back. You didn't even try to wake them up.
I mean,
you just brought
we
them
have
back.
it devoted, and all we did was carry her back to.
You didn't ask.
That's fair.
And like, she wakes up and she's just immediately, what?
I stand over her and like look down in her face. Cause yeah.
I lean forward and I pick up Marathon and put her behind me.
What?
And I high five you as you do it.
And she looks up. You were there. You were all there at Sana. You saved me, right?
Yes, Toto, we did.
What?
Yes, we did. Here, let me heal you or something.
Just rubbing her face.
Do you want?
Just like this.
Where are those hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do a
And
spread. I'll
She
do a spread.
actually, like has like sort of nail-like things coming out of her, so it's almost hard to tell like what's part of her being a phoenix and what part is just actual damage.
Okay.
Do you want to do a healing spread?
Yeah. So that's 5 for healing, 5 for blessing of vigor.
So I got 10.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unaugmented, I could do 18. And if you really wanted to, I could bump it up to 23. But that seems maybe a little gratuitous for this early in the game.
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of it is it's hurt, but it's also shaken because she was inside of a giant shadow.
It's all right.
monster.
So I put a hand on her
So she-
forehead, and then I'm like, where else is... I'm just going to stick with this.
Yeah.
He tricked me.
Who tricked you?
Ink. And like, Varia just looks like she's gonna lose her absolute shit.
Oh no! I hide more.
Deja vu, am I right?
Yeah, this seems to happen every time we talk to the marshal.
He said that, but he wanted me to destroy the totem, and that it was going to bring something that was going to help that town, and then it swallowed me up, and it was just everything was so angry, and I didn't have any control. I didn't have any control.
What's your cog? Where did you even come from?
I'm Nails. I'm Bitter Phoenix. I've only gone through the Crucible a couple of times, but he showed up there, and he said he was working to fix the Phoenixes, to make everything how it should be, and I'm from the Grimwald, and he said that I could help protect my people there, but then I think I killed some of them.
It's all right. You don't have anything to worry about now.
Not as many as I did.
Whatever force was possessing you, it can't hurt you anymore. And any hurt that you did to those people wasn't your fault. Right, Marshall? I got no compunction against killing.
So again, Varya just seems really agitated, and she like goes out the door and like hollers from some attendants to come and take Nails and take her off somewhere else.
Marathon.
Yo.
Follow the marshal quietly if you can. See if she says anything.
Okay.
Okay.
No, she literally like there's people pay attention when Varya is
Okay.
there. And it's like, oh yes, what do you need? What do you need? Can we come take that person who's really hurt? We would like to be anywhere but here right now. So they take her away, and Varya stands there and does. We'll deal with this.
How are we going to deal with this? We don't, as a wing, we know nothing about what's happening.
We aren't dealing with this. You are not dealing with this. You are going on another mission. We, the marshals, and those who are qualified to handle this are dealing with it.
Seems like you're doing a great job so far.
I don't
And
hide
how
behind
many
him
people
anymore.
Did you kill? How many? How many died at your hand there?
I don't know. How many did you kill?
Kind of glow like a light bulb, so if you hide behind me,
Are you
maybe
trying to
can
high
hide-
five Varya?
No, saying you killed me. How many innocents did you kill? You think you want me to feel guilty?
Doro, say something.
And she still does not understand like what you're trying to tell her. Hey,
Ah!
Even Pope.
Hey, Pope. I know you.
are you trying to imply that I killed you?
I'm not aware of any other giant wolf phoenixes.
The rest of you out, and I'll tell you your mission in a second. I need a moment alone.
Yes, Marshal Varia.
I don't take me with you. I don't like this.
So y'all go outside?
Definitely.
What has Pope done? What has Pope done?
Pope has given me a great boon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hey,
King
Giannis!
Yeah.
All right, so you three have exited the room, leaving Scar and Varya to discuss. Let's start out with what you guys are doing right now, because you're suddenly feeling very inspired
I hate
by
you,
Song of
Pope.
Legend.
She only comes out to fight and fights dread at night.
Leave that out.
Okay, no, this is about Marshal Varia. Watching and waiting. She's looking at you, but her eyes are on Scar. Whoa, here she comes. Watch out, Phoenixes chew you up. Whoa, here she comes. She's a Scar eater.
I like, is Marathon like super into this?
So into this.
Okay,
I
cool.
feel like we both
So
heard
into
this.
Well, you might be a little distracted
This is a
because
giant angry wolf.
wounds of the past has been active.
I hope it was
Oh
worth
my
it, Steven.
Why?
Oh.
So back inside the room. All right, Scar, what's your problem? Let's have this out now.
I need to leave. I can't.
You can't go anywhere.
Ooh.
You have a problem with me. You made it clear from the first moment you walked in my office. Let's talk about it right now.
I don't want to be here. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm only here because you killed me when I was with my friends in front of the gate. We were there to help you. And you killed me, my friends, and then you killed me thousands of times over, and I can't. Can we do this later? I can't.
Do you need some water? Like, there's still like some of that pitcher left, and she's just kind of like very awkwardly like handing it towards you.
Awkward werewolf. Yay.
Bizarrely kind gesture from a werewolf. Would you accept it?
Oh no, what are you doing?
Scar will do
Oh, boy.
anything that you want him to. Yeah, and Scar do
Uh,
almost anything.
Horns down. I charge at
Oh,
you.
good.
Oh no.
It's only.
Scar
it's only
can't go for
for
that. No. Nope, can do. Scar can't
Only
go
for
for that.
6.
6?
Yeah.
It's not your voice so much as just the
Okay,
awkward
she's
meter.
super.
It's just
Yeah, it's. I don't know what's happening over here.
I panicked.
All right,
what do
she
you?
is super confused by this because you're suddenly having a meltdown, and you've tried to attack her with 6, and she's a level 7 giant monster wolf. So she just kind of backhands you into a chair.
Bonk, bonk,
So take a wound.
bonk.
Surprised she didn't use a weapons rack.
And once you're in the chair, she's going to like hold down your like wrist in there, and she's like in your face, like, "What is wrong with you? I've seen this from me, but not from another phoenix. Are you serious that I killed you?"
Yes, you don't. You don't remember when you and your wing came through. You were with that chrome man on fire, and you're the shadow friend and the creepy little boy. When you guys went to the temple to speak, we were guarding the gate from the chant, and a giant wolf
Oh my god.
ran back and it murdered almost my entire platoon. The last thing I remember was gnashing teeth, and then my crucible was me fighting a giant wolf for a whole year. I died thousands of times. That wasn't you?
Well, unfortunately, it sounds like me and an issue that has since been dealt with.
What do you mean it's been dealt with? I'm still here. I don't want to be
And that's
here.
the
I don't
thing,
wanna
you're here now, and this is what it is, and I can't do anything to change that.
Oh my god, so much help. You've always been so much help to me.
What would you like me to do? How about that? How about you tell me what you want me to do? Because obviously I'm enjoying my life here so much.
How many lives do we get? You can kill me a few more times, maybe 6? That sounds great. Just, I don't want to... I've been killed by you thousands of times. How many more wounds can you inflict on me? What do you
Thousands?
want?
Hey,
Banasaurus, alright.
Benasaurus. I don't know.
Benasaurus.
Thanks for the follow.
Banasaurus. I'm gonna say it's Banasaurus. No.
I don't have time for this.
Sounds like we've got plenty of time. I've got 5 more lives. Shoot, what do you want? Like let's see.
You're here now. Are you really wanting to die?
And Marathon.
What are you doing?
I stand up and I pick up the chair and smash it into your face. For 13. 14. Sorry.
14?
Yeah,
All right. You do manage to definitely, like, nick her.
Lady
Yeah,
Reagan!
thanks for follow. Hey, lady.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
And she just shoves you back into the wall, and she takes one of the weapons racks, and she shakes all the weapons off of it, and she takes the metal of it and bends it around you, like, and drives it into the wall. So you're basically caged in against the wall.
Go back in there.
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Yeah,
like a
you
good
guys
idea.
are hearing
Yes,
just
you hear noises.
horrible, horrible sounds.
I mean, I'll do
Just
whatever y'all
kill
wanna do.
me.
I feel like this is definitely a stay outside
Look,
kind of.
This is not a good situation. I don't like being here. You don't like being here. Do you want to help people not die, though? Or would you rather just be gone? Or do you want to do what you started out as, which was protecting people? Those are your options.
Yeah, I'll help. And I'll do better than you did.
I would be okay with that. The rest of you back in here now.
But that might count as the rest of you, because
No,
like,
no,
I
come
was
on,
just hanging
Marathon.
out.
Nope,
Oh,
nope, come on.
Oh no!
Stay behind me.
I walk very, very slowly.
I feel like this would be an everyday occurrence as the bitter marshal.
Yeah.
And I'm glaring at all of you, but I'm still trapped in the metal.
Right.
Well, and you're still having.
I
your-
go and high five
Here
you.
she comes.
you
She's
can't
a scar
resist.
eater.
Stop! I don't know what this is, and I've seen some weird things from phoenixes over the years here, but stop. I have a mission for you all. I need you to go off to a place I wrote down.
Maybe we can get her like some sticky notes or something. I mean, there's got to be like some sort of like.
I mean, she keeps getting attacked. My face is going to be all over the place.
Hey,
Old crusty napkin.
Delightful. Yes. I am sending you to the Scavi city of Harrow's Gate. Now, Harrow's Gate is home to an architecture and building guild. As you know, we are trying to make an assault against the Dread. And we are hoping to uncover and repair some of the areas so that we can travel more easily. And we believe that they're going to be able to help us because they are the best that there is to do that. So, she goes over and she like yanks the thing out of the wall, so you just kind of like slump down, and you're no longer freaking out, but I'm sure you don't feel very good about things. And take him with you out of my office now.
Yes, Marshall. Come on, Scar. Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
Are you all right? I mean, you sounded like.
Stop. I'm fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Do you want something to eat? Go out in the hall and get
I mean,
some
you know,
oats.
if you want to talk at any point, you know,
Really?
I understand.
That's where you're gonna make oats jokes? Okay.
I can't go for that.
No.
Can do.
So do you guys go to Miles O'Brien so he can send you through the flame? Okay.
It's a weird cog, but I love it, Miles. It's great. It's so who you are.
Could we?
You
wanna like rest
You
for
go
a little
now
bit first?
through the flame. Goodbye.
Fix up the old.
Oh, yeah,
elbow.
yeah.
I did. Marshall Varia gave me something to think about.
Here, I'll take that. Sure. Have a spark.
Delicious.
Hey, man, I understand. Oh.
Touch me again, and I'll give you a wound for no reason.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys go through the Imperial Flame, the usual sensation, being burned to complete ash and then reconstituted on the other
this
side.
sucks. I've never been on a mission before. I want to go home.
Pause real quick. Has everybody ever seen anybody ever seen the Kevin Bacon Invisible Man movie? The
Oh,
Hollow
yeah, it's
Man?
horrible.
I've seen pieces of it. It's terrible.
Yeah, the
Hollow Man.
Hollow Man. Yeah, the invisible making process that they show early on in the movie is really terrifying, and that's
Yeah.
what I picture reconstitution like. Check it out on the YouTube.
Delicious.
Yes.
Okay, so the area is fairly close to the Scavi city of Harrow's Gate, which has been built, there's a giant mountain behind it. It's a huge city. It looks like it's been there for a long time, but a lot of like newer structures. So as you approach, you come to the giant gates out front of it, and you know that you're looking for the Architecture and Builders Guild. And outside there are a couple of guards at the gate. We can do this all day. This is our job.
We're
Uh-huh.
We're looking for the architecture.
Nice.
Hey! Uh-oh.
Oh.
all of it.
We're looking for the Architecture and Builders Guild.
Ooh. Really? Is that where you want to go? Because they've been having a little problem lately.
Sounds like where we're headed.
You won't be able to miss it. They're not currently in their building right now, but just follow the slight signs of panic. You'll find them. And I mean, like, this person is visibly like uncomfortable with this right now.
Thanks for the help.
Hi.
Are you with them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
With
Well,
them. High five.
no.
Oh.
Come on, Marathon.
Okay.
We're gonna have to talk about your high fives.
Because they're awesome. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, high fives are awesome.
That's right.
Night Seeds. I don't know if I can get behind this, but there's 3 redraws to Scar for hitting Varia and surviving.
You shouldn't hit me with a chair. My wingmate hit me with a chair once.
Yeah, that was actually pretty surprising. Varia held back quite a bit with that one.
Well, there was a lot of crying, and she doesn't know how to deal with that.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like,
Oh.
Men tears, the
don't-
ultimate buff.
don't be sad. No cry.
It's a
Oh, is that what you call hitting, like throwing me across the room twice? And
That was it. That was her.
wrapping up
That was
weapons
Maria's
rack
version
around
of
me?
comforting you.
It okay. Don't be cry.
Yeah, using a weapons rack as a buffer. I don't want to touch you, but here's a hug.
Here's a hug.
So you go into the city, and it's kind of set out in sort of like a circular pattern. So you kind of have these rows and rows of very, very tall buildings. So you kind of get that strip of skyline, but everything else just feels very narrow and close. There's a lot of people going around doing their own business. Everything's fine. But you start walking down one of these side streets, and you just kind of, it's that feeling where you're like, ugh, like it's just unsettling. And you notice as you're walking down, there's a group of people that are gathered outside of one of these buildings.
We're phoenixes from Pyre.
Oh,
Coming through.
Really? That's the best
I'm
you can
sorry.
do?
It's the scenery. I've never seen anything like this before in my life, Scar.
I hide.
you hide successfully.
Yay!
I don't know how, but you do.
Here, let me try that again. We are the. What is our name again? I always forget.
Defiant?
The Defiant Wing Ace. Wing from Pyre, and we are here to assist you.
We're not deaf.
I'm working on my public speaking.
Don't quit your day job. You're here from Pyre. Oh, there were people coming. I forgot. We've been dealing with a bit of a problem. And just kind of gestures over to the buildings. So you got these buildings that are kind of like what was that, kind of reddish, almost sandstone kind of structure. They're huge. They look pretty new. And right in the middle of it is a building that looks like it should not be there. The architecture looks super weird. The stone's kind of gray, and it just seems like everything sort of has this malaise around it and just kind of dark. And I mean, there's a lot of people are just kind of out in the streets and looking, confused at this building. And you were looking for the Architecture Guild, right?
Yes, very much so.
Well, we can't help you until we solve this. There's been some disturbances, I suppose you might say.
Do you want to elaborate?
It's a little difficult to say, but seems maybe some spirits in the nearby area. Things being thrown around, people in their homes and getting smashed in the face.
You've got a haunted building?
We don't know what it is.
That
There
sounds
was a
metal.
normal building here. Just a normal building. And now there's whatever this is.
You didn't build that?
Please, we are the Architects Guild. Why would we build that? It's atrocious.
I thought maybe it was kind of a statement.
No.
I could see how you would set
Yeah,
it apart from
the
the
statement is darkness and awfulness.
Well, it's juxtaposition to the rest of the city. It really stands out. It sets it apart.
Okay, we're not here to critique.
No, we're
this
not. We're here
architecture.
to have defiant business.
How long has this building been here?
Sorry, there's things going on. Oh, is that not on there?
No.
Oh,
But I can update it if I want.
okay. Time out. There's only one. Sorry, chat is very active.
Yes.
And I'll answer the other question later. We'll figure that. Marathon's
Ah.
positive flare. She only has a positive
Flashbacks
flare.
to,
Is Chariots of Fire. If you
Roger
activate it,
Rabbit.
then she moves so fast
You remember me?
that she looks like that. That's a positive flare. She moves so fast that she actually sets enemies ablaze. Anyway,
With my high five.
yes, you high five them
As I
to
go past.
fire.
And it sparks. And it was like,
That's pretty
whoosh.
cool. Okay, that like redeems the high fives.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
Do you want one?
but
My hand comes out of hiding. High five.
No, don't put those creepy bird hands away.
But we're at a bit of a loss, and we haven't been able to get in the building.
You've tried to get in? To that?
To bring it down and build something less hard.
Step 1, get in the building.
Let's do it! I run to the building.
So it's just
And then I run back.
All
I
right.
found the building, you guys. And then I run back to the building. Pew!
Okay.
And then I run back.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So
I'm,
y'all.
I'm lagging behind because I'm scared.
Okay. So you walk towards the building, and there's just. It feels like you're having to move through something thick. Like the air has somehow taken on some solidity. And you essentially, it feels like you're having to like break a barrier to get into it. So it just kind of goes like whoop, whoop after you
So like
go
walking
through
through Jello?
it a little bit.
There's always room for Jello.
And you're inside, and you look back. Solid wall.
Well, that's unusual.
Wait a minute.
Yes, we got within the radius of the building in the solid wall, or we got.
You walked
we
in.
entered
You
the
walked into
building.
the entrance of the building, and you like breached the barrier of it. And once you felt like you were able to like kind of like crack through into the building, solid wall.
Did we just walk through that wall?
I knock on the wall and turn and be like,
Fives
"That's."
for everyone.
There's usually a gate.
It's solid.
Well,
What can you tell about this?
I'm gonna do a spirits spread, I think.
Yeah.
So there's 5 there. I'm actually gonna here. Why don't you draw a couple of cards and you draw a couple of cards, so I get a couple of sparks back that you in turn can have. Or actually, wait, I
delicious.
only need 1, but that's okay.
We got 3 physical phoenixes
there's
this time around.
10.
That's not good.
Yeah.
With what?
3 physical phoenixes.
Okay, there's
Yeah. it should be
13.
interesting.
I'm putting down mysterious, which gives that it's only a value of 1, but I get to draw a card. So 14 all told.
14.
Yeah.
There's definitely a spiritual entity here.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that is definitely malevolent.
Okay.
Feels old.
Oh.
Feels like it's probably as old as this building is. And you notice when you go inside, the architecture, what you can see, because everything is very dark, it's very hard to see ahead of you. Everything is very, it feels old, and it feels like no one's clean lately. This building feels like it has manifested at that age that it was, but like it's like dusty, and there's like particles in the air, and almost like there shouldn't be any light, but you can still manage to see just a little bit in front of you.
This isn't natural, to say the very least.
Where would the central room of a place like this be?
Where do you guys want to go?
So we're in like the main entry space, the foyer, if you will.
I will.
Yeah, it's kind of like, from what you can tell, it seems like a roomier space, but you're really having trouble seeing in any great radius. Like, there's probably a ceiling, but you can't see it. And when you move, you can definitely hear echoing of your movements.
Okay. Let's see. I draw back away from the wing and attempt to become one with the shadows so I can get a greater sense of how they're filling the space around us.
Interesting.
So to kind of like pierce the shadows.
Yes.
Okay.
So I kind of try to like draw back, blend in, and allow my eyes to accommodate the shadows more than they accommodate the light.
Okay. What have you got?
That is that's 12, 17.
17. Let's see here.
So hopefully my weird beast eyes let me.
So these are very dense shadows. You're not going to be able to just be like, oh, now I can see stuff. I have night vision. It's more on par with like being like somebody who's very trained at hunting animals at night or something, where they have a sense of it and they can kind of just like get a sense of positioning, but you can't quite pierce through it. It's too dense.
Okay.
And it doesn't. It's not natural shadowing.
Do I get enough of a sense of the space to understand like where I might be able to go from here?
It's very confusing. It feels like there's probably some rooms that you can walk through, maybe a staircase,
Yeah.
but it's just definitely
Not
makes you
20 for your
feel
character.
like you can't quite get the gist of it, but you know it's more than just this entry foyer.
Would rolling my death skill into that spread? It doesn't add anything to
No,
the
and
worth of it. No.
they don't really stack. It's
Yeah.
not really a death spread at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like,
Yes, ma'am.
what if I go and like scout things out? Just like move real quickly around and see what's out there. Cause like that's what I do.
Well, worst case scenario is you don't come back, so I'm all for it.
You'll miss my high fives.
I know I will.
That's right.
See if you can find a stairway for us.
You're looking for a stairway? I'll find you a stairway. Pew. Wait. Pew.
Okay, what you got for me?
I get to add 5 to the total because it's my specialty is scouting.
Okay,
So that's 13.
13.
Mhm.
You think she'll come back?
It would take a miracle.
So
I'm very fast. People attack me, I just run past them.
yeah.
Ghosts are
High
like,
five 'em.
what
They're
was
like,
that?
That was a crazy high five.
So you do find a staircase,
Okay.
but it's confusing because it seems superimposed on your second crucible, because somehow you have died a first time. In fact, how did you died the first time in your mortal life, but you are at level 2. So how did you die the second time? Since you have not really left Pyre.
Yeah.
There is a marshal that keeps killing things.
Yeah.
She stopped.
If you ask for
I
one
was
more high
heading
five, I
towards
swear.
a mission, and then I tripped real bad. And like, yeah.
Just like miles. Just
And just through a series of horrible
That's how
coincidences.
physics work. It's just been around the whole exterior of the building. My
Yeah.
God, look at you won't stop.
And then I died. And then I had to fall for a really long time in the crucible of just like, I had like a crucible of like, you're a klutz. And I was like, no.
So you find
Just
a,
like the just falling down an escalator kind of situation.
Yeah.
so you find a staircase.
Uh-huh.
But you
And
have,
this is the staircase I fell down.
you have trouble not tripping back on the way to everybody though.
No.
Because
that makes me so
because
slow.
all of a sudden it seems like you're caught between the room that's around you and that second crucible. So you guys hear just like tripping like
lot
down
of-
the hallway.
Thon, you okay?
No.
We gotta go help
Got
her.
away.
Let's find her.
So you guys gonna find her?
High
yeah, yeah.
fives
Yeah.
to save me.
Scar, you hear something in the darkness, and you hear.
Oh, come on. Guys.
She did say it was gonna be
Guys.
spoopy on the Facebook.
And you know what's weird is it
Did
sounds
either-
a little bit like your sister Anka.
Come on.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
That
did
is
better.
Vigil, Doros, did either of you guys by chance just become a little girl?
Did we hear that?
No.
No. What's the answer you're looking for here? I'm guessing you want one.
Yes.
Nothing.
Merci.
Let's go get Marathon.
No.
But I am shaken. That is not okay.
I can't walk.
But yeah,
right.
it sounds like Anka.
Marathon, we're coming. Just hold on, all right? High five yourself if you're scared. That's clapping. That's different than high fiving.
You just hear like a clap and a thud, a clap and a thud. It's very upsetting.
It's very upsetting for me. High fives usually work.
So
tasty.
do you guys go after her?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So you move towards her, and you there's a sense of movement happening around you, and you find her. She's maybe sitting on the floor at this point.
Yeah, every time I try to stand up, like I get tangled up in my own legs and fall back down.
All right, it's okay. We'll take care of you. We'll carry you out of here if we got to, but let's just walk together a
How
little
am I
ways
gonna
first.
hide?
And you guys hear a skittering sound coming at you. Just kind of this like.
Okay,
like
you guys,
this-
you hear that, right?
Almost definitely.
Yeah, so you all hear that. Everybody make a defense of 12.
Jesus. All or nothing?
No, it's not all or nothing.
Well, using this intellect card as grace, that's 6, and then untouchable on top of that, I can do 11.
Okay.
Sorry, Talene.
And I hear the thing on approach. Using small and quick, I dodge around it and take a grazing blow of. I have 10 defense.
You take a wound. Take a wound.
Ah!
Everyone behind me! Inspiring.
I'm gonna use one of these redraws to get back up to full.
And everybody can draw a card.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sweet.
Rad.
Maybe this will be a good card.
Did you do 12?
It is not.
I did 10.
Did 10? Take a wound.
But I have 3. Endurance?
You're still gonna take a wound.
All right.
Nah.
7.
No.
7?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I'm gonna get hurted.
Yeah, you're gonna take a couple wounds.
2. Ow.
Here, I'll take one. Wait, Marathon, get behind me. Yeah!
Oh. High five for taking a wound.
Oh, and also,
My hope is that
Oh.
they can transfer some of these back to whatever we're
yeah, I
fighting.
just realized
sure.
that.
Sure.
So actually, full gore is activated.
Oh,
And
sweet.
Tiny
Thank you.
Dancer. Sorry about
Yes.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So you guys, your flares are active right now.
Yes.
So you guys see it is
Oh.
a.
So now that I have horns.
Yeah, tell me how that looks, because before Full Gore gave him horns when it was activated.
Yeah. And now my horns.
guys can thank
are
Keeganus for
permanent.
that.
Thanks, Keeganis.
Thanks, Keeganis.
I think Keeganis for many things.
So now I think what is really upsetting is that my boots start to fuse, and I now have hooves, which is upsetting. Just on my feet though.
And this
like-
is the first time this has happened to you.
yeah.
So you've
like,
been attacked, and then you just feel everything fuse, and that's about the depth of your vision that you can see in the darkness by way of looking down. You
Yeah.
just see the outline
as
changing.
I dodge, I hear like a clatter on the ground. I'm like, that's not.
I'm sorry.
So
I
is it just the ends of it? But it's not like digigrade legs. It's just
Yeah,
the boots. Alright.
the legs haven't. They didn't bend or anything. It's just all of a sudden my boots and feet fused into hooves. So it's just the bottom.
Okay.
Just the feet have
up?
changed. It's awful.
So the thing that wounded me, was that a melee attack?
Yes.
Well, I have this thing where whenever I make a defense spread against a melee attack, I automatically make a counterattack with the same value as my defense spread. Now,
Alright.
it sucked,
That's sweet.
but I'm just saying,
Counter is the same value.
the same value.
All right. What
as your
is
defense
what was
spread.
the total you
It
had?
was 7. It wasn't good. I'm just saying.
No,
But the way I
that's-
see this is that when things hit me real close, I go, ah!
You high five the darkness.
Yeah, I high five it real fast,
All right.
and that
The
causes
ultimate
damage.
defense. High
All right.
fives. the target.
Well, a
Honda?
couple of things
Yep.
drop from the ceiling
Oh,
and
you-
in front of you, and they look like bats, but they hit the ground and just kind of
Ugh.
and disappear. And
Is
you can
that-
hear there's a lot more of them.
Is
So
that- There's a lot. Oh, no.
who wants the torch?
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
Environmental objects. Are we not?
Yeah, I'll give you some environmental objects, I guess. Whatever.
Draw back up.
5. Well, unless no, that's
Let's give a modifier.
Blythe has the thing that allows her to draw one more card.
Yeah.
These goals.
Do what now?
Ah,
Tippy tappy.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Okay. And Mac, it would appear we have some
Hold on a second.
shot.
Doing a thing.
Is it a math thing?
No. No,
In the
I'm just
meantime.
deciding what's in this creepy hallway.
I'm in a scary cave with bats.
So now I have hooves
No.
and
Stop it, Siri.
horns. Let's see. Okay. That's not so bad. And so all the weird bat spider things just disappeared
Yeah.
on contact with the ground. So
Yeah, it was like they were made out of smoke.
do we have a target?
You can see them. It's just they disappeared when you can see the movement of it, and it's like the shine of something. as it goes by, and they're flying low.
No.
So you can definitely see them. It's very confusing in the darkness.
Okay.
Told you it's gonna be spoopy, guys.
So I sprint towards where I see like the shimmering, the movement,
Sure.
and I just flail my head around attempting to snag one of them with my
Sure.
crazy horns.
Smiley ogre.
Smiley.
Thank you, Smiley.
Miss ya.
For 8
Eight.
damage, and then I'm going to
8.
flip my Talon Epitaph for +3 attack moving forward. So
Oh,
8.
so going forward. So
Yeah.
8 right now.
Wait,
then. So
I'm going to discard this to add 3 to your spread because I believe in you.
Make that 11 plus my 1 wound, 12 total. Sorry,
okay.
12 for that attack.
Alright. A few more of them?
with full gore. 'Cause,
Yeah, a few of them go down, and you manage to nick a few others as well in the
Okay.
course of it. So they will take bleeding damage.
Ooh.
May I? Okay.
And again, they drop to the ground, and it's just like they were almost never there, and it just
No.
misses
So
away.
hate these things.
Emboldened by scars taking the fight to the jerks, I lift Thought Quill to the ceiling and kind
And-
of see a swirling black.
And you see the swirling blackness, and you feel you need to memorialize the moment.
God.
Inspiration strikes just as you lift your hand.
Ah, God.
Thanks, Smiley the Ogre.
Yeah, thanks, Smiley the Ogre.
Wink.
The most
We know who
inspiring
you are.
combat.
See, my problem is that I just want to keep singing songs that I already know in real life and then just transposing the
Remember,
words. so-
poetry is also acceptable.
Exactly. He thrusts his fists against the post and still insists he sees whatever those things are. The defiant Wingface wing shall triumph this day, or my name is not Vigil the Phoenix of defiant McWingface, and as the rest of my wingmates surround me. And he goes on for like 5 minutes
Hooray.
after the combat is actually over. Is that
Oh.
okay? Maybe I'll sing a little bit later.
Oh no! Every time you have a turn, you get to do
Great.
it or not.
It's the
Oh yeah,
anti-chant.
no, I'm not. You're not getting off that easy. Come on.
All right, fine. So let's see. There's 5. There's.
And don't forget, you have environmental objects now too.
Right.
Oh, just so you know, Chad at home, they have rubble, shadows,
can
a
you go? I
mirror,
can give you
potted
+3.
plants, small table, and cobwebs.
That's as big as I can go right there. Is that a successful attack?
What is it?
7?
Yeah.
Well, then here. That's 9 brutal damage.
9 brutal damage.
Yeah. So basically, he's just waving Thought Quill around his lamp on the end of a stick. Just, ah!
Passing the wounds
And they
on
did
to the others.
best their enemies that day, I tell you. And many songs were sung in years to come of the defiant McWingface and their triumph against the shadow bat spiders.
And that was with this, right?
No, that's without that.
oh.
Yeah, you
Excellent.
won't find that.
Nice move.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do on my turn is inspired by his song of shadowy bat spiders. I'm going to hide.
I hate those things.
During your turn, you may flip this card and become hidden. So like legit hiding, like game hiding.
Okay.
Okay. So you spend your turn doing that.
That's my turn.
I already attacked, so that's
I'm going to go diving for those potted plants and start flinging them at them, but also using them to try and
Yeah,
corral
cross it
them into one side of the room.
You're
to
gonna
make
try and
them
corral them.
just start, like flinging them to try and push them back into
Sure. Okay.
one corner of the room. And I don't have much.
And though she did hide in the shadows, her wingmates knew that Marathon had their backs today and all days. The defiant McWingface reigned triumphant.
My hand comes out and high fives you. But then it comes right back in.
Bleh. 5?
5.
Yeah.
call it 8.
8.
So that will that be a successful attack?
Oh, wait. No, that didn't help.
Okay. A couple of them go down. And then they attack again. Attack of 12.
Just him?
But I'm hidden.
Everyone.
Except for her.
Erwin.
But I'm so
Well,
hidden.
except for the one who is hiding.
Hiding. Hiding is good. It keeps you safe when your cards are not good. and you can't make a good defense spread, and then you hide.
And then you join in with that because you're still doing Song of Legend.
And then you hide because sometimes you have to adapt to the situation at hand and unlock skills you didn't know you had deep inside. Yeah, that's good. We'll
I've
workshop
got
that.
6, and I'm gonna burn 2 sparks to make an attack back.
Okay, what was your defense? Sorry?
6?
6?
Yes.
Give me one second here. So. Take 2 wounds.
Ooh.
2.
Wait.
Or just 1 for the
Wait, what was your defense?
6.
And 11 changed the favor in his battle?
You can get him up to 11?
I can get him up to 11.
Then he's fine.
Cool.
Oh.
Savior.
Okay.
Oh,
well then,
wow.
I don't take those wounds, and I'll just draw up to my, or I will attack 1st. So that's 8, 9.
9?
Yeah. And then draw back up to.
Okay. Another couple drop from bleeding damage as well.
Yeah, screw those bat spiders.
I got an 11 defense.
11? Alright, you're fine.
And I have a 9 all told using astonishing luck.
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that wound? 1 wound?
Yeah.
Okay. And Vigil did falter, yet Scar, becoming more and more taurine as the days did progress, bested the shadow bat spiders in the building beyond existence. What do you think? What do you think about that? Building
So-
beyond
so
existence?
this-
I like
Too
it.
much? Okay.
This
like
is the
it.
thing you're doing now. This is.
When the muse strikes me, it's hard for me to resist.
Okay, we are in the middle of combat. What's. And then?
No, and then.
Alright. So they made their attack. You guys go.
Let's see. I want to think of a fun way to use shadows, but it's not going to happen right now.
You do have objects though too.
Yeah, so I'm going to grab the cobwebs. Like a real spoopy guy.
Mark it off.
And that is going to be 8, 11, 12 attack.
12?
Yeah. So I grab the cobwebs, like pull them down from the wall, and sprint it where I can see the shimmers of these awful bat spiders. Just like a horrific thing. Like every time I think about them, it gets worse in my head.
Yep.
But I grab them,
I
I
like
like.
that you guys have added the spider part yourself.
I know.
They're
Spiders are
skittering.
terrible.
That's my favorite part, is that you guys have added
They're
that.
bat spiders.
So-
That's a thing.
Bat spiders are scarier than just bats.
So I grab them and they're using the cobwebs as a net and slam them into the ground.
I mean, who made these cobwebs?
Yeah, but you notice, like, as you do it, you slam them into the ground, and then
Flying
the
cobwebs.
cobweb, like, deflates as they just...
God, I hate these things.
Well, let's see what we're fighting. So I kind of bring Thought Coil right up to the mirror,
Okay.
just trying to illuminate the area, and basically I'm just going to draw back up to 5.
Okay.
Well, I'm
as,
drawing a card for that, but yeah.
as you do that, for just a flash in that mirror, you see the face of your brother Reg in your place.
Reggie?
And he just hand in the mirror and then disappears.
Vigil, what did you see?
I'm not sure. Don't stop now! I'm having such a good
Reggie.
time.
Yeah, you don't feel that was scary enough. You do not feel that you have
Yeah.
to keep memorializing
Such a
them.
good time.
Yeah.
Don't stop me now.
He's not heavy. He's my brother.
now, Reggie.
Wait, you saw your brother?
I think so.
I thought I saw my sister Anka when we came in here. What is?
Are you guys going to talk about this? Or are you
Yeah,
gonna kill
well,
all
let's
the
talk about this
bugs?
in a sec. We gotta fight the evil, whatever those are, because they're certainly not spider bats.
We can talk about it later. You got to sing about it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you know he's good. That scared him enough to stop singing. All right, who hasn't gone yet?
I'm gonna take a running hit that small table and jump up and start swinging my
Okay.
talon around, trying to pop
Still
some
got
of them.
those
What you
sweet
got?
weighted sleeves
Yeah.
too. Don't forget those bad boys.
I got.
Are you in one of your ribbon dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like that.
It's like, man, so majestic.
13.
13?
How are you too big to fail in that attack?
He's like a almost 8-foot tall guy flying through the air.
Sometimes sheer side
attacking
momentum
shadows
is all
out.
you need to overcome a foe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a super weird fortune cookie. Is how that means.
He's like a giant tomahawk helicopter.
I like it. Bat spiders forever. That would have been an okay wing name.
Okay. Who has it
Spice
gone?
forever.
I haven't gone.
You still hiding?
Okay, wait. If I
yeah.
attack from my hiding, I get a +4 to the attack.
But you're not hidden any longer.
I know. I understand that.
Okay, sorry.
But maybe like I'm like, it looks like it's time for me to act like I was fighting all along. So I'm gonna sneak out. I'm gonna jump out of my hiding spot. I'm gonna run and grab up little pieces of rubble, and I'm gonna throw it at the spiders as fast as I can.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use.
Did you draw a card?
You draw a card for using environmental
Oh,
objects.
okay.
That's a wrinkle, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this card has a value of 5 when it is an attack spread.
Nice.
And this one deals brutal damage if it's in an attack spread.
Okay. So what's
And
your
then I deal
total?
a card. So that's 5 plus 4 is 9 plus 1 is 10.
10?
Bad.
Well, she's only using trade. She hasn't even put down.
Yeah, you can still you can actually.
Oh, that's
right,
The
I
traits
can.
don't count
That's
towards
right.
your.
It actually doesn't matter.
Oh, good.
Oh.
No, I'm going to
Because,
save these.
yeah, she knocks the last of them
And
out.
then-
And again, they all just
Victory wrap.
they all just
Also a victory wrap.
disappear. And
I'm not doing the victory rap.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that much.
I'm going to take a bathroom break, and then we'll continue on
rap.
through the spoopy house.
All right.
House.
Yeah,
You take
spooky
a bathroom
house.
break while we work out the victory wrap.
Victory rap.
All right. Someone lay down a beat for me.
Oh, Lord. Somebody in chat cook this.
Wait, no, that's Soul Sonic
you're-
Force.
All right. Oh, here's the beat. Oh, yo, we won. We beat them all down. Spiders and bats, and now they're gone. What? Don't mess with Thon. Thon's gonna give you a high five in your face. That's my part of the victory rap. Go. Handing it off. Handing off the stick. Take it and run with it.
That's the torch.
Here you go.
Nope, sorry.
There. It's your turn.
I'm just sitting there like clicking my hooves on the ground.
Now it's going to be, now Thon is going to do the running man, not the actual running, but the dance in the middle of the room.
So fast that it bores a hole into the floor.
That would be
I was
so
confused
awesome.
why she didn't have a negative flare. Then I realized
That
that
she
she is
is.
our negative flare.
Yeah, she's a living negative flare.
Running man, doing it. I like that I can do it sitting down too, because the fit part is the hardest part. How about you see it? Theater of the mind, running man.
Yeah.
I'm going to 10
How
as
soon?
well.
How soon do you think
We're
Spectre's
gonna stop in a victory
gonna-
pose. And then gonna start over.
I don't
Not
know.
soon enough.
Is this what it's like? I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I love it, Talene.
More victory pose.
Yes.
Oh, I love it too.
High fives for
but
everybody.
My character hates it so much.
So many
Star
high
is not a
fives.
fan.
My character comes in, high fives your horns.
Plugs.
Bam.
What's everybody doing?
Bam.
What's everybody doing?
Not what you hate.
Hi.
Wait, can we do hate plugs? Is that a thing?
Hate plugs.
Hey, let's do hate.
Oh man.
Well, the hate plug is
Oh,
something you can get from
man.
adamandeve.com.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't.
What? Why are there spikes on this?
Extremistfriends.com, the
Supposed to
hate
put this
plug.
where?
It's hard to think of something that I dislike enough to tell people to avoid it because everyone has different likes and dislikes.
I have things that I hate.
I guess, brief plug, I just finally picked up Cryptid the Necrodancer, which has been out for a couple years on PC and came out last year on PS4. and it is a rhythm-based dungeon crawling roguelike
Huh.
where you move and attack to the beat of the level. Each level has its own music,
That's weird.
and so
Fun?
yeah, it's really cool.
Is it? Or
Keyboard, and there is also a dance pad mode. It says.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Um,
A
but I
dance pad
don't
mode
have a
would be the
dance pad.
Best.
So I'm just using the regular DualShock on PlayStation, and it's really cool. I'm still very terrible at it, but it's mostly like you move through the dungeon on a beat. All the enemies have telegraphed movements and attacks, and so you have to like time your attacks, like cue it up, and then press the movement button to like send attacks in different ways. There's spells. You can like dig through the levels as well. Like you're going down a procedurally generated dungeon, and you're doing this all to the beat. And if you do not find the stairs down before the end of the level, a chute opens up and you fall into a very bad situation.
Oh.
I've been killed a lot in this game, but it's super cool, and the music is rad. And so I'm just working my way through that. And then I finally started watching Penny Dreadful, and it's badass.
You just started watching
Yes.
Dreadful? It's about time.
Isn't it over? Like, did you
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's
is over.
so good.
I know.
I have also not watched Penny Dreadful.
I like
So
everything
good.
supernatural, and I was like, oh, well, it seems a bit spooky. And then it was like, hey, guys, Frankenstein, werewolves, vampires.
Right.
Literally all the supernatural stuff that you know and love from classic horror literature.
I'm right
It's
now.
happening at once.
I'm in the middle. Well, I've been doing this a while, but I'm doing a study of like 1970s television. It's not like an official study. I'm just like making a point of watching all of the big shows from the 1970s. So like Mary
Okay.
Tyler, 1960s and 70s, Mary Tyler Moore Show, Rhoda,
Where are you watching them?
Netflix. I just finished All in the Family for the first time, which is it's a dramedy. It is not the funniest show in the world.
Well, that's sort of the kind of shows that Louis C.K. was trying to emulate for Lucky Louie, which is what turned me off. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, he's got a sitcom, and I watch it like, what is happening? I don't like this.
This is not funny.
But
Social issues. But watching All in the Family in the era of Trump is
Oh God.
it's a special kind of exercise. Uh-oh, you're back.
I am.
So while you were gone,
Yes,
this is
fill me in.
important.
Okay, fill
I
me in.
did the Running Man so fast that I drilled a hole in the ground.
So you guys went to the molten core of the earth, and you have all been reborn as your next selves. That's great.
Came
We're going to
out
level you up to
came out in
3.
China.
This has been Phoenix Dawn Command. Good job.
I stopped when it got like a foot deep because I was like, ooh. And then I stepped out and started over again.
So you're just drilling foot deep holes
Yeah.
everywhere.
Uh-huh.
Is there a reason for that, or
Victory
you just feel
dance.
like it?
Because we
Oh.
don't have breadcrumbs, so we just need to know
Yeah.
which
She's writing
direction.
out her victory rap in Morse code on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have or what would Anka have called you?
Bully.
Bully?
Yeah. But in a sweet way.
Okay.
It's also thematic.
Just I'm asking for a friend. Okay, so you guys have defeated the apparently bat spiders.
Spider
Now
bats.
there's spider
Spider
bats.
bats.
Spider bat. Spider bat.
You weren't here, but Marathon has celebrated hard for this. Like all the celebrating has been done.
Awesome. So and you're at the stairs now. So are you guys gonna continue up the stairs? And you can't really see where they go. You just see that there's stairs.
They do go up and not down, though. There's no basement or.
They go. The ones that she found go upstairs.
I'll go first.
Someone carry me.
Okay, I pick you up and put you on my shoulder.
And you
So
notice
don't
even
touch
your
anything while
torch
you're up there.
doesn't seem
high
to
five your
really
horn.
pierce the darkness. Like even with the torch around, you get maybe another foot of eye line, but other than that, it's still dark. Like there's the stairs just kind of seem like you're going up for longer. Like you saw this building from the outside, and you saw how tall it was and kind of where the floors were. You were way past one floor's worth of stairs.
This is Killer Stairs.
It is leg day for everyone in the wing.
I'm very glad my hooves are feet again.
Now,
Is there a sense of like where it gets harder, or is it just all?
It's stairs and just it's kind of dark.
I'm like any point when as we're walking is like this is harder to get through, and this is the easier way.
No, it's not like when you're trying to get into the building. It feels like you're already inside of that bubble.
Oh, okay.
But you get a sense, because you were trying to pierce the shadows before, and I imagine maybe you're back towards the back of the group a little bit. It feels like if you went back down the stairs, you would not be in the same place where you walked from.
Guys, it doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere. Do you want to try heading back?
Going downstairs is the most dangerous part.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
I hung onto your horn and then I
I've
high
got
five
you.
it.
I have a sense the building's moving around us. There's nothing forward. Do you want to see what lies behind?
I want to go wherever you all are going because I feel like splitting up at this point would be a very bad idea.
I'm going to take
Zoinks.
on and throw in the darkness.
Are you going to keep going upstairs?
I think I
Over?
would like to see. It doesn't seem like we're making any progress. These
We'll
stairs
see.
are endless.
9 years later.
We've got to
This is only
find.
ones that have gone through the crucibles due to old age.
We've got to find where this emanates from. Do you think going down will get us there?
I know it feels like it'll get us somewhere different than where we started. I can't say that
I'll take different. If it's somewhere, that's fine.
because we've been on these stairs for like
Right.
a half hour more and we're not.
I'm gonna hand the other end of my scarf to Thon and say, "Go up as fast as you can. Go up.
It's
Up
all
is
right.
better than down."
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay,
And
I'll
just
do
see
it.
how see if there's some sort of differential we can figure out.
All right. While she's doing that, since you're back behind the group, you suddenly feel like there's maybe a little hallway space next to you, and you hear, "Bully, Bully, I miss you."
Guys, don't panic.
Now I'm panicking.
I hear my sister, and it sounds like she's within arm's reach.
None of you hear this.
Where?
Just to our right, off the stairs. It sounds like it's echoing down a hallway. I just want you to know this because, and I turn right and I start walking towards the sound.
Nope.
Weirdly, there is a hallway in front of you,
Scar?
Is-
but he's walked down the hallway, and you see stairways. You see the banister.
so he just sort of like walks off
I
the
walk
staircase.
off
Yeah,
the
he
scene.
he saw a hallway,
Is
Does he
is
just-
but you
is
guys
it-
turn around, and this hallway he saw is not there.
But like, do we still see him, or has he just disappeared?
There's
It's
no
too
hallway.
dark. It's too dark. You see
All right.
banister and then just darkness.
All right, and yank on the thing. Come back. Come back.
Okay.
Are you gonna keep following the sound?
Yeah, I need to know what's happening. I told them it's up to them to figure out what's. Lots of guilt is stacking up with like all the murder of innocent people and people I loved, even though my sister wasn't all there.
Yeah.
But the people that we just murdered like
Who's next?
last week definitely were all there. I'm not feeling great,
Yeah.
so I'm going to see what is happening here.
What did your sister look like?
She looks like she did before I left for the army.
Well, I mean, what did she look like? The last time you saw her, what did she look like?
She's, in her mid-teens, maybe 14, 15, has her hair pinned back, like she's ready to do, maybe like, she was the one who would always like stamp out the wine, and she would just like, so like long flowing dress, picked up as if she's, crushing the grapes, and she's just like running down the hallway in like a beautiful, clean, slightly glowing dress. Her hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even glowing. There's just a silhouette. You just get the sense of movement, but you know it's her.
Yeah, I remember like her profile, shape of her face, the way she ran
Yeah.
and laughed, and
It's almost like
That's
if she
all.
turns, almost like there is light coming from somewhere and you can see the silhouette, but you can't make out features.
so I'm stumbling after, like, Anka, I'm sorry, Anka.
Now, what did your brother Reg?
Oh, this is
Call
getting
you.
bad. We are in the hauntedest of haunted houses.
Turtle.
Turtle?
That's how you sign the note.
So,
Oh God, that would be way too meta. I'm not that clever today.
so you guys are heading back down the stairs towards where he is.
Mm.
You catch a glimpse of a mirror again,
Oh.
and Reg is in there. He's Turtle.
Reg?
What happened to you? And then just as you're like getting close to the mirror, starts to disappear back into the mirror in a way.
Did you see that?
No.
Am I back yet?
I'm guessing you came back because he was holding on the,
Right.
the scarf. Like, come back.
Because, like, these are crazy long stairs, y'all. You saw how long it took
Sure.
me to run for forever.
Well, and it seems weird. Like you've been running a really long time, but you haven't hit the tether on
That's
that
also
scarf.
really weird. Guys,
Oh,
it's crazy.
Space time not functioning normally in.
Was I on a treadmill? Stairmaster?
I don't know. This is all very strange. None of this makes any sense. Then I'm freaking out, man.
He saw a hallway. You saw a mirror. Can you go into the mirror?
I can try.
To hold on to this when you do.
Poltergeist style. Or a little girl lost. What have you? Yeah.
Stranger Things style.
Yeah. All
All
of
of
these
the
things.
styles.
It's the new style. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go through the mirror.
It feels like when you were coming into the house, it's very Alice through the looking glass, and
Oh.
you can put your hand through.
Okay.
Are you gonna put the rest of you through?
If anything goes weird, just run, okay?
I have been
Hold on. I
running.
can try to put my hand through too. Does it go through?
Yep. Feels cold.
Feels cold?
Uh-huh. Do you
Me
want to?
too? All right,
All right.
let's do this.
So all three of you are gonna go to the mirror.
Sure.
High five that mirror.
You come through in another staircase, and all the colors are inverted. Everything is like negative flipped.
Shit, it's Tales from the Dark Side.
And you see something go running down the stairs and off on a little hallway offshoot.
Following it.
And you're pretty sure it's Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you continue following your sister. And you notice movement to your right. Like it's your shadow, but there isn't really a lot of light to cast it.
Eep.
And you guys start noticing the same thing as you're following your brother Reg. All of you notice that there's movement next to you, and again, everything's sort of inverted, so it's more just a sense of movement next to you. And it seems like it should be shadows, like your own shadows being cast on the wall. It's moving in sync with you.
Did we go with him?
It would have been easy to slip marathon, sit out this entire thing. You're just sitting outside the building the whole time. I wonder when they're coming back.
Marathon would have been like, I'm going to do a rap of waiting for them to come back.
I freaked out by. I mean, I have a preternatural sense of light and shadow, and I realized that what I should be casting, more is happening than I should be casting. First of all, and it's also not doing what it should be doing as a shadow. So I pause and I reach for it, and that is a 13.
You reach for it?
Yeah,
What
it's-
are you trying? What are you trying to do?
So it seems like it's more than just a simple shadow, and so I try to get my hands around whatever the hell this thing is, because it's not. It's clearly not a part of like anything I'm doing. It's related to me.
So you're using your shadows.
Yes, I'm using my shadows in an attempt to, because I can sense it's not my shadow.
It sidesteps you.
Oh fuck.
Good call. That wasn't your shadow.
Yeah.
Give me a defense of 12.
Oh snap.
Ooh. You do get to draw up though, because that was a
Yeah,
skill.
you can draw it.
And we're not in combat, so.
Oh,
He is.
aren't you?
Sorry.
Oop. Oh, why did?
Oh, thank the maker.
Of this game.
Thanks, Keith
Yes.
Baker.
So
Thank the
that's
baker.
That's a perfect 12 right there.
12?
Yeah, it sidestepped me. I'm like, and
But it sidesteps you, but it moves forward, and you feel it like swish by your face, and then kind of set back into the wall
Oh
again.
no, I don't like spoofing
so
monsters.
I dodge it, and then just basically go rigid and pretend nothing happened, and continue following Anka down the hallway. This is not a good situation, and I know that whatever this is, I'm by myself with my ghost sister, and I realize that like maybe this is a bad situation to antagonize whatever the hell this
It
is.
continues to follow, but whereas before it felt like it was more your shadow, it seems out of sync now. Like a few
Sweet.
seconds behind as you move.
Good, that's what I like spooky things to.
Shadows.
What are you guys
I don't
doing?
like anything about this. Well, I'm going to make a very robust spirit spread to try and figure out what's going on. How robust, you ask?
I do ask.
5!
Night, folks. All right, so we've got 5 for my skill specialty. We've got intuitive,
Okay.
which gives me 10, 13, 15, 19. I'm using Thought Coil for 24.
24?
Good
By the way,
Lord.
Thought Coil, since we're on the other side of the mirror, is flickering kind of black now. Because that's what, negative fire looks like.
Well, they're not your shadows.
Well, okay.
It's weird how we
And
came to
they-
the same conclusion.
Yeah, how about that?
They are part of this larger thing that you felt when you came in,
Okay.
and they are biding their time.
No, don't bite your tongue.
I see you!
Do you say that? Do you say it?
Yes.
Give me a defense of 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's okay, because there's Untouchable for 5. I'm using this as Grace, so that's 10, 13.
Okay. You still feel something in by you, and it actually feels. You're in a very cold place. It feels hot.
Let's keep going.
Like almost like a searing thing.
Oh no.
And up ahead here, Turtle.
Reggie?
Turtle, I'm scared.
Reggie, I'm coming.
Where are you?
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of you, okay?
And meanwhile, you're still hearing. Bully, Bully, where are you? It's so dark.
And we're just following him. Was
Are
we
you? You tell me.
Is that what we're doing?
It's not your brother.
Well, I don't care. Whatever it is, it's gonna help us figure out what's going on here. But what if it is?
Just so we're clear.
Yeah, I'm
Can I jump back up from that, or did that? Okay.
I'm
What
gonna
was the skills?
continue
Well,
following.
but then I defended. So.
Yeah, we got a break here though. You've had some
Okay.
time. You're recomposing yourself.
Yeah, I am now thoroughly freaked out, separated from my wingmates. I definitely am still following Anka because now I know that she's the only lead I have in this situation. And I'm being stalked by my not shadow. So I'm now wary of the fact that I was lured.
Do you say anything, or are you gonna keep just following her?
I just keep following. I am so freaked out, like so thoroughly freaked out.
So thoroughly freaked out. All right.
At this moment in time. I don't want to antagonize the monster thing, and I'm just, I'm going to keep following. I don't have any good options right now.
Okay.
It's all bad.
You should antagonize the ghost.
I have no intention of antagonizing anyone.
Because you can counterattack it.
Oh, I should antagonize the ghost. What a horrible, horrible thing to do to me.
He's not wrong. Get an automatic counterattack. You just
Okay,
have to
I'll
have
do
a
it.
defensive 12
I
rating.
will antagonize this ghost, but you gotta fight it too, right?
I will be here to back your play.
Okay.
That is the most dubious encouragement.
You totally got it.
Go get him, Tiger.
So I step forward and I say, "Hey, ghost, you're ugly and stupid." And then I go,
That seems, yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I wish I was there to talk trash about that.
"Ghost, so scary, can't hit for nothing." Meh.
Give me a defense 12.
Why do you make me do these things?
Why do you antagonize the ghost?
I was told to by someone who does not have my best interest at heart.
I'm using my leadership skills here.
And do we get more wingmates assigned to us if our temporary ones pass away?
Okay.
Maybe.
Although there's so
She's
many,
only level
so
2
many
too,
lives,
as well,
I
so
know.
there's so much to go on here.
12?
It's not all or nothing. So I mean,
You followed the lead of your wingmate here, so you can blame him if you die.
Yeah, no, okay.
do you have any traits you can throw in there?
Hold on. Nothing that's good for this. But when I make a skills a spread associated with athletics or acrobatics, I get to add 5 to my total. So here's how I'm going to defend myself acrobatically with flipping, and I'm going to get out a long ribbon. I'm going to do a ribbon dance. That's how I'm going to defend myself.
Rude.
You got a ribbon? Where'd you get the ribbon? Did you let her have a ribbon?
What, you
I
want
carry
my
it
talent?
with me. It's my
I
personal
like
ribbon.
the idea of you producing like a ribbon wand out of your huge sleeves. Be like, go for it.
So, what did you have? You had 8?
8, and if you take that, you can add 5 to it.
I mean, I'm for it.
It's a ribbon dance. That's a gymnastics
Oh, hey.
medal in the Olympics.
I like the idea of Doros just encouraging her and being like, you should antagonize the ghost.
Do you want to encourage her ribbon dancing?
Just letting the
Yes, do
Magically
it.
producing.
Draw them out.
Give me a leadership spread.
Ooh.
If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna make you guys
I'm into
work
it.
for it.
Yeah, well,
What a twist.
If we're
That's
gonna,
fair.
if we're gonna
That's
make
fair.
my super spoopy super silly, then we're doing this now.
Hey, I'm trying to lean into the spoopy.
Fucking Roadrunner over
I
here
don't-
and Ribbon Dancer. You guys have to earn this.
I don't have a ton of options. I'm good at hiding.
If you can inspire her, I'll give her a couple more to her defense. Or you could just let her just swing in the wind.
I'm gonna do 15 to draw it out so that we can get a grip on this thing.
Okay.
Do it.
The
do
ribbon
it.
dance is
Be
part of
as
the
Well,
drawing
it's
out.
very drawed out
be,
now.
be,
Is it-
be as
So
It's gonna hit me
Annoying
real
as
hard in
possible.
my face.
Well antagonized.
Yeah.
take 1 wound,
Okay.
and the thing does seem to step out from the wall.
Fun. So is it a melee?
Maybe.
If it's melee, I get to automatically counterattack with the same value as my defense.
Sure, do that.
Ow!
And it was a,
Weird shadow
it
slap
was an
fight.
8.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay. Gotcha. No effect is the message
so. It's
of
just
that.
kind of confused,
Sure
even
it
though
is.
there's no face. You can tell it's
I'm
confused.
sensing it's
Body
confusion.
language is like,
I'm gonna count that in my head as a victory. But I think we are.
But now it is manifested.
Oh,
oh, look,
Can
you guys have
I
a new friend.
attack it?
it's manifested.
Let me
This
get-
was
let me
your
give you some
plan.
objects. And chat, just give me some weird things you would find in a spoopy house. I'll give you some gimmies. Give me a couple objects, and Dave, throw up the
A
best
paper
ones.
boat.
I'm putting that down right now.
Do it.
A paper boat. I'd get in it and sail away.
And there's a balloon and it floats.
Yeah.
Spinning carnival ride seats that have like the weirdest just metal like restraining bar.
I've been on that ride.
Yeah.
Let's get some
Beep
environmental
beep,
options.
Duros.
A terrible Johnny Depp animatronic. The Corpse Bride.
This spoopy house is having more and more indications that my ribbon dance should have worked.
I'm sorry, I'm devaluing your spoopy haunted house.
Hate you all. Everyone's gonna die.
Tim Curry's in there.
Well, that's what the paper boat was about. Maybe that Skarsgård kid. Which Skarsgård is in the new ed?
Have we got anything going on here?
So far, just blood dripping down the walls.
Blood
Sure.
dripping
Yeah,
down the walls.
Okay, yeah, that's horrific.
Collecting into a spittoon, which might be thrown as a weapon.
Hey, I once used moonlight offensively.
That's true.
Ooh, serial killer
I mean, there are
Barbie.
plenty of people who have been offended by moonlight.
Enchanted
Say,
suit of
it's
Barbie.
very
Stories.
polarizing.
Oh,
I understand.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you a suit of armor, enchanted suit. It's just gonna be like if you throw it, it's gonna be like the fuck.
Hey.
Corpses hanging from meat hooks.
Oh god, that's escalating.
I still want serial killer Barbie in there, please.
I'm so glad I'm not present for this horrific scene.
A singing spittoon collecting the blood, apparently, and a creepy doll collection.
All right.
Oh, creepy doll collection. has
Barbie
to be
is
here.
part of the creepy doll
Okay,
collection.
Barbie is the star of the creepy doll collection.
And just to be clear, these are the dolls where if they lay down, their eyes close, and if you put them upright, their eyes snap open
And
in
he
a
goes,
horrific way.
But also turn their heads to look at you
Yeah.
whenever you walk by.
And we'll
Definitely.
eat your hair if given the opportunity.
I think the armor suit does that too. You got a good set there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's
Sure. Let's
Good?
roll with this.
Go forward.
If you see anything particularly amazing,
Oh
let me
shoot!
know.
I did miss one. Bloody decapitated head.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
No.
It's
gonna be my head.
I'm going to interpret that as taxidermied heads.
Oh god.
What is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Here, I will put taxidermy, but if you guys use it, you have to describe to me exactly what kind of taxidermy it is.
Taxidermy
They
bat
are still
spiders.
losing blood though. Inexplicably.
They are not using blood, but if you guys can explain to me what the taxidermy is of, it's pretty awesome.
I like
So-
the idea of bat spiders just arrayed on the walls.
Last thing, and then I'll shut up. Can the suit of armor be oozing blood?
Everything is using blood.
Okay.
You're just in blood. This is the scene from The Shining.
I hate
And since you,
everyone.
and since you didn't get to
The
use the last
bloodening.
time, let's go ahead and use your flare, okay?
Action.
Because I want to be fair. You did not jump in front of anything, even though you had an
I didn't.
opportunity to.
I did.
Totally.
Did
I got hurted.
Other people got hurted.
I got hurted right in front of you based on something you told me to do.
Oh, that's
So true. He was like, I could do a thing,
You did
but
not
I'm
get
just
to use
gonna
your
watch.
flare.
Yeah.
If you
I'll
want,
wait.
you can eat that wound.
No, I'll take a later one.
Okay, just letting you know.
I got your back.
I'm giving you offers and options.
That is
I'm
so
happy to have you all die.
I like the idea of our tank just being like, go do this.
I'm being strategic about it.
Strategy.
take one wound. But I am going to
And you're gonna have to hit hard.
whip around the. Oh, crap.
So
Yeah.
let
Do
you
it.
know.
But I have brutal damage from
Sure.
Vanguard.
I'm just saying you're gonna have to hit really hard.
I'm gonna.
Wait, Vanguard gives brutal damage to the succeeding attack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up the suit of armor and flinging it at the
Okay.
thing for 6 brutal.
6 brutal?
Yeah.
Can you get that up anymore?
I can burn sparks. I'll burn them
Wait,
along.
here. Duros! Get it!
So how much did you give him?
+5.
Sweet.
So it's a total of
11 brutal.
11 brutal. Okay. Hold on a second here. Okay. Definitely hurt it. But you noticed that, like, it was rough to
Yeah.
even hit that much damage on it. Yeah.
Hitting is not my forte.
Okay. But as a heads up,
Escalated so okay, so spoopy, not shadows, and now it's like a staircase covered in blood with your ghost brother running around.
Remind me.
And taxidermied bat spiders.
Is
It's
it
my
your
favorite
turn?
new animal.
Are you gonna
I want one now.
Why don't you do something first? And that'll inform what I'm going to do.
Yeesh. An umbrella stand. Okay. I am going to.
If you pull out an umbrella that like fires or has a sword in it, I'm gonna lose my shit.
That would be awesome. What I am going to do is I'm going to try again to use an athletics skill. So I'm going to try and run super, super fast around the room. And in my super fast running, I am going to pick up creepy dolls.
Okay.
And I'm going to run with these creepy dolls. And then my
Draw a
speed,
card.
I'm just going to let these creepy dolls fly at the thing as I run past. So just a wave of creepy dolls. But I'm going to make sure that they're flying at him face first.
Okay.
So I can pick up
You
some
can't see a
creepiness.
face, but you know where a face should be.
Yeah. It's like, take some creepy dolls!
Can you put spin on it so they fly like horizontally and then sit up?
Yes. That's my goal in order to make this an athletics.
I would nope the fuck out of there.
Well, athletics is usually just a
My
separate-
name's Talking Tina.
Where is it? Let me see your card real quick. So you can add athletics to an attack spread? Oh, that's a skill spread. This is an attack spread.
Okay, well that sucks real hard for me.
Well, but you can do what you want to do. You just can't use that.
Yeah.
I don't have the cards. All right, whatever. Here goes.
What do you
Too
got?
big to fail because I'm going too fast for these dolls to not hurt.
Believe in the heart of the
I'm not that strong,
Okay.
and then I'm still not that strong.
You can still put down another
You
card.
can also use grace for attack.
I don't have any better grace cards.
Oh,
There's
But okay,
rerolls
too
on
big
the
to
table.
fail is 5,
Force, was
right?
it 3
Yeah.
regular cards on attack?
So that's 10. That's
That's
not
10.
bad.
That's 10.
Oh no, 2.
Okay.
That's what I can
Can,
do.
do you have anything else you can throw into that? Can you get me up a couple more? All right, that's enough.
Hooray!
Oh, why am I grabbing that? I don't know.
Creepy dolls.
That's a no.
Doing it. But but this was the other thing. The reason I wanted to use that is that in combat, if I use an environmental element, I can choose a wingmate, they draw a card, and then I sense the location of my allies.
Okay.
And
Oh,
this is the
please-
ally. I
Please
want
do
this
that
Oh, you want
because
us to
I'm
turn
in
you?
a spooky hallway by myself with
Yeah.
my ghost
Okay.
sister. and a
And,
knock shadow.
Yeah.
And so
Speaking
is he the one who draws the card then?
I feel like
That makes sense.
I can know I know the direction approximate distance of all of my wingmates, so I can pick anyone to draw the
just at all
card.
times.
That's fine.
So I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
pick you
yeah.
to draw the card, but I know
Okay.
where he like.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you two went?
Mhm.
All right. You get a sense of where he is. In fact, there was a glint that you didn't notice before
Uh-huh.
of a mirror near you guys.
Oh god.
And as you look through the mirror, you see a dark shadow. You see her coming out from behind you. Defense of 12.
What? I'm attacking him.
No, you're not attacking,
Oh.
but you see him through a mirror. You guys are in a nega world. You see him in
Ah.
a regular sense, and something is creeping out behind him.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
gotcha,
so
gotcha.
she's
Yeah,
being
you see
attacked.
movement. You turn to look, and that shadow starts coming out of the wall for you.
I see the look of fear in her eyes, and I quickly dodge to the side and around the thing for a defense of 12.
Marathon keeps
Alright.
wears all of her feelings on her face, like
So
above the
small and
beat,
quick,
though.
despite the fact that I'm a large human, a large
It
phoenix.
just whiffs by you though.
Whiff.
But you can see each other now through this mirror, and you can see that they're in kind of this weird like
Yeah,
alternate version of where you are. It's definitely like a mirrored version.
So that was my defense.
And the one on your guys' side
Oh
also attacks.
no!
Can I
Defense
throw?
of 12. Because you are encouraging it to be antagonized.
Can I throw skill spreads in combat?
Hmm?
Can I throw skill spreads in combat?
If you have the cards for it.
I can do 11 then.
I'm gonna
Oh, I
burn a
was attacking
redraw.
him.
Oh, never mind then.
Thank
Give
you,
me that
Night
smart
Steed.
card.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let's
it's just
step
me?
back one step
Yeah.
because there's two different things going on. Something's attacking him, and you're doing a thing. What's happening?
I'm gonna burn a redraw for an extra pull, and I
'Cause you
would.
defended against it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I dodge the attack, and I am going to. That's 7, 9, 14. Just like completely not interested in anything happening with me. I don't care. I see my wingmates.
So you're doing an attack back against him.
No, I'm gonna athletics skill spread
Oh.
dive through the mirror.
Oh, you're going through the mirror. What was your thing?
So that is 7, 9, 14.
You want to run a spark to that?
Yes.
Okay. You get through the mirror, but you're just on the other side of it. And it's like moving through that jello thing again. It's kind of like,
But is he on our side?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank Christ. So is our friend.
It's coming towards you.
God damn, this is gonna be bad.
Now that we've done that, defense 12.
I got 11.
11?
Yeah, right.
Let's see. You just make it. Alright. 2 more of you can go.
So, Scar, good to see you here. We'll talk about dead siblings later. Right now, I gotta take care of this thing. And I vault over the staircase banister, kind of plunging towards what might be the center of the shadow, with just thought coil driven forward.
Okay.
Trying to bring light to the darkness
Aw.
in the most literal way possible. So, let's see here. I am going to spend that spark that I gave you and then took back for Astonishing Luck. So that's 4. Nine? Is that successful?
9?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, these
Okay.
things are big boys.
Wing and a miss.
Sorry, pal.
It's all right.
I'm gonna
Ah!
burn Nightsteed's other redraw.
All right, redraws.
Pull the torch. And then. Oh man, it's still not great. Do not like. I, realizing that my not shadow has followed me through the mirror, quickly scan this stretch of staircase that we're in, and just start pulling the taxidermy bat spiders off the wall and launching them
Of course, that's what they are.
at my shadow. Of course they are. It just fits the decor.
They're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you were going to have a
You
get
drew a
into
card?
I'm gonna draw a
taxidermy,
card for that and draw a card for playing Ruthless.
You're attacking the one that's been attacking them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That works for me. I will take a wound,
Okay.
and then what is that? Is it? Where is that? Anytime I suffer a wound, draw a card. So then I pull an extra card for suffering that wound from.
Sure. I know how bitters work, man.
Okay, so this is worth 10 now.
Okay.
13
Okay.
and 15 with the 2 wounds.
Okay.
Then I flip that. So 15 attack, throwing bat spiders.
Great.
Taxidermy bat spiders at the shadow. I'm like, how do you like it?
Definitely hits it.
Oh god, that's not positive.
Definitely hits it. Okay, so that was 2 of you, right? You went, he went. All right, they get to attack again.
And then I drop that.
So
This is no bueno.
yeah, give me a defense of.
Can
12.
I draw his attention and have him attack me, or do I need to jump in front of the attack?
Well, your power is active. Do you want to?
I want to go over near the mirror and draw his attention and like you want something? Come at this. Come at this.
All right, give me a defense of 12.
Actually, I don't have a defense of 12. That's the only
Yeah.
problem with my
Give me what you can.
plan.
The good thing.
Hey, nice
Nice
seed.
seed. Nice seed.
Oh, I think I know what
Is it a defensive 12? I hope it's a defensive
no.
12.
Okay.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
When Dave reacts with joy to something, it means it's a bad thing. You look way too happy.
I've got 8.
8?
And I'm gonna flip Bastion to double my endurance against the attack.
So what, that gives you 6?
This is endurance of 6.
Jesus Christ.
Damn,
Hold on a second.
too big to
I'm
fail.
gonna have to math this one.
Too big to fail.
I don't want to
So
try
you got
and.
a 12, right?
Sure.
You're gonna take a wound from that.
Okay. I'm gonna try and grab onto it when it attacks me and throw it through the mirror.
You want to like pull it through?
Yeah.
God, I hate these shadow things. You thought the bat spiders were bad.
You want to give me an athletics check?
With 2 cards.
They're not easy to get a grip on.
Please.
I'm gonna discard this to add
Let's
3.
see if I can get anything out of this.
Like, Doros, you've got this. Being uncharacteristically supportive.
Apparently.
Survival's on the line.
15, 18.
18? Mm-hmm. All right. You pull it through the mirror. Are you going to keep holding on to it?
Well, I was kind of hoping that it would just disappear.
Oh, it came through the mirror.
Oh,
you
crap.
successfully pulled it through the mirror. I thought that's what you wanted to do
Damn.
because you grabbed onto it.
I
pulled it.
didn't plan ahead. I just thought like,
Oh, we have 2
let's
of these now.
let's
Uh-huh.
take this
Two
Negaverse
things
thing
you
and
don't
put it
know
into
how to
regular
fix.
verse
Okay, cool.
thing, and then
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's through the mirror
okay,
now.
okay. Well,
Good job,
that's
Alice.
that's
All right.
We've successfully inflicted 0 damage against these awful things.
Well, you have 2 of them in the room with you currently.
okay. Feeling good about
And the
this.
other one's attacking you.
Of course it is.
And also, you're feeling just so fast and inspired right now, like chariots.
Chariots of fire! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. While everyone's doing anything else,
You should
I'm
try to
just
throw
running.
these fuckers through
Alright,
the
I'm
mirror.
burning
I am
2
not
sparks to
interested
flip over
in these
Thought
things
Coil.
anymore.
Oh my! I think I know who's going to be in attendant spirit very soon.
Not much of an attendant spirit either.
Yeah, you're just kind of like bopping
Yeah.
along,
Yeah,
enjoying
all right,
it.
so that's 2 to defense. There's 6 and there's 9.
9
Yeah.
against the 12.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna take a couple wounds, pal.
Uh-huh. That's just math.
Well, his ass kickery is definitely keeping my hand full. But, oh god, this looks bad.
All right, 2 more of you can go.
You should go.
I'm gonna run around in circles and light people on fire.
All right.
People.
Things,
Shadow people.
shadowy things.
Texter mead.
Okay.
Spider bats.
Yeah.
That's just one
So
step.
I
Every
play
time
this.
I like imagine a little bit more, like I make it more real in my head, and now spider bat's like a thing that you could find in the Amazon. And I hate it all.
See, and I'm kind of picturing them as kind of malevolent soot sprites from Miyazaki.
Okay.
Yeah, but with wings. I don't know.
Well, what about a bat where instead of like a weird like hands
All right,
that
what-
compose the wing, it's got
What you got
spider
for me here?
legs that
It's gonna
make
have to
the
be
wings?
a pretty good attack.
Uh,
What have you got though?
8.
Okay. Is there anything you can do to get that up?
I can hide. I can hide this round and then come back and attack in the next round and it'll be better. I'll do that.
Stealthily on fire as you.
I'm gonna run around in circles, lighting things on fire, and
dear.
then poof, I'm gone.
Ooh, oh god.
Okay.
What's up?
If you want to do
Well,
that,
it's a bat
it was
spider.
not enough to hit it.
There isn't really a
Yeah,
bat
I
spider,
figured.
but
Okay.
there are
Please.
bat-eating spiders.
Oh,
So-
that's
All
how
right.
they became.
So
a
So
bat.
you
It's like
just
it's a
you just make your
Spider-Man
turn
thing.
disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright.
nope,
Can we have that on the dice camera real quick?
Do you really want that?
Yes,
that's
That's
good.
horrific.
A little close as you can get it.
Who still hasn't gone?
That's it.
Duros, I think.
That's so awful.
All right. Doris, I think
Or-
it's your turn. I think you haven't gone yet, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna. That's.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Okay. All right, what are you going to do?
All right.
Come on.
Can I go back through the mirror?
Sure.
I
Okay.
just came from there.
You're
What
gonna-
are you
you're- you're gonna-
doing?
You're going to spend a turn going through the mirror.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Okay.
You're gonna draw back up. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's after
All
I
right,
go
so
through the
you,
mirror.
so you go through the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is a nightmare scenario.
All right, so 2 of you have gone. It's going.
So there's
It's
2
gonna-
on one side and 1 on the other.
So far, 1 on each side has shown up, but you guys did know there was more movement.
And we pulled 2. Now 2 are with the 3 of us if you go through the mirror. And you may or may not be alone.
And
if
you just pissed one of them off going through the mirror.
Sure. Yeah.
So give me a defensive 12.
Yeah, it seems right.
Let's see, Nier disappeared. You're very injured and in its face right now.
I'm hurting.
Yeah. Remember, guys, you're still squishy. You're level 2.
Yeah, hurting and
I'm not
one
apologizing.
spark.
Apologizing for my
I'm
behavior.
just letting you guys know that not everyone's gonna make it out alive here.
Yay! Wait, do we?
I should just
become
go
the
ahead
Mount
and let you
Shadows?
out so you've got like 1 left, so you can just be in somebody's head.
Yeah.
Because that's how
Whatever
shipping
you
starts.
do, don't do that.
Yeah.
Also, I
and
love you.
just keep getting your negative flare triggered. It's like he's singing in my head. I want to die right now.
Do
I've
it.
got 10, and Burning Sparks. Everybody can draw a card.
Okay, so you have 10, and then.
Wait, everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
That
excellent.
ain't bad.
Everybody else.
Doesn't help me one bit.
All right,
I
you're
can
gonna
only lead so
you're gonna,
much.
You're gonna take a wound as you go through. They're getting pretty hard, and that's actually only 1 of them has gone so far. So yes, I know I haven't gotten all my exercise in today. Thank you, Apple Watch. Busy.
The future is annoying and naggy.
Exasperation uses calories.
Let's see. He's gonna go after you again. Do you have a defensive 12?
Nope, not even close.
Not even. What can you give me?
I could give you 8.
8. So that's
It's all right.
all right. I'm unfortunately like you gave it your absolute best effort, and you were really blocking everyone. And unfortunately, it toasts you.
Yes.
This is terrible.
Literally, it literally toasts me.
We should
because-
never have come to this theme park. It was the worst idea.
But you do have a spark. Who are you going to attend?
Thon,
Oh no.
I know you can do it.
Probably the-
High five it into oblivion.
I have far too many cards.
Highway
Are the monsters
to
done?
the nega
It's your guys' turn.
Is it my turn?
Gonna
Yeah.
take a ride.
I'll take that turn.
Okay.
And I leap out of hiding, inspired by my fallen comrade. And I get +4 for attacking if I'm hidden.
Okay.
And then I use my killer instincts, which lets me draw a card.
Okay.
And it's in an attack spread, so I deal brutal damage until
Okay.
the end of the round.
Awesome.
Boom.
Keep that in mind that you have it till the end of the round.
And then I just strength it. Grrr. Grrr.
So you got 12.
13 technically, and then 14 because I'll use this.
Are you gonna burn out?
Yep. Literally, it's just like, Thon, high
five.
five.
Hold on to it for right now.
Okay, fine.
Because she totally she blazes through one of them, and she moves so fast that the other one is set on fire.
Sweet.
So
Still don't want you coming
So-
with us
so
on
one
every
of them
outing, but that was cool.
goes down, and it just wisps out.
Dissipate.
This is crap. I want to mock its dead body.
All right, one more of you can go.
I want to pee on its corpse. Although phoenixes don't pee, I guess, unless they want to. I don't know.
If they choose to pee, they will.
I'm actually envisioning that scene in Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance where he with the flamethrower.
That is so weird because that's the second time that movie's come up in less than 24 hours for me. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, twice in less than 24
The
hours.
same scene,
How
too?
much damage
No,
did you do?
no, just the
How much
movie.
did I do? I was 13. But it was brutal damage.
Yeah, it was, but
But it was.
actually, yeah. So, and one of them's currently on fire as well, which is like eating into it. But you definitely like hurt it too.
Okay, cool. And while all of the rest of this is going on, I'm just running in circles going. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
What you got?
I am going to.
I would suggest hitting it a lot.
It's a good idea. Why didn't we think of that before?
Kill it with fire.
And you're now
Well,
in the
She's
other
trying.
hallway. You've gone through the mirror.
He's on the other side of the mirror,
Okay.
and the one that followed you in is the one that's still there, and it's, even though it's moved into this sort of negative realm where everything seems to be negative, it still looks dark. The other one kind of looked like it was like weird ghosty white coming out of the walls. This one still just looks like shadow. Like it hasn't quite flipped over.
This is a waste of a big card. Okay. So I'm gonna grab the umbrella stand
Okay.
and pull out as many umbrellas as I can. Just
There seems to be an abnormally large amount of umbrellas in this
yeah,
game.
just like a flurry, just stabbing umbrellas into it.
Stabbing
and-
them in and then opening them.
Exactly.
Oh.
So that's going to be 9, 14, and I'll burn a spark for 15.
15? Okay, you're not doing brutal right now, right?
No, not yet.
Hold on a second here.
I would really.
So you have 15. Hold on a second here.
Math.
Yeah, I need.
Best
to
part
take,
of
I need to take
RPGs.
one
I
more
know,
hit.
it's like- Hold on
No,
a second.
don't
So I
make
guess
this
that's a good
game
reason to
better.
burn the.
If we all got together and
the
made a
big brace.
spreadsheet.
So,
Several interconnected charts. We print them out in paper.
Charts on graphs.
you want to give me another spark?
I do.
Yeah. Hold on to that.
Okay, fine.
Good lord.
Even in death, nobody
Behave
wants.
yourself.
But you're attending her.
Keep
Yeah.
your gross
Right?
spark
Yeah.
off of me.
You can't give the spark to him because
Alright, fine.
you've decided to attend marathon.
Okay.
We know this is a terrible mistake. You're in my head now, and now that's where you learn that, like,
You're the only one out of the four of us who's actually like put some real damage on these things. So whatever.
who knew?
Give me a defense
Who
of 12.
knew?
Oh man.
I knew. In my heart of
actually,
hearts.
it's
You're discovering that in my head, there's a on the outside, I'm going, ba, 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 but in the inside, I'm like,
I know you're so eager to just burn that last spark,
Wait a minute,
dude.
what does that mean?
We still have some time left.
I know.
He's trying to burn the spark so he can
Now-
get out
now-
of my head.
Now I
No.
feel bad. Like
Why? Why do you feel bad?
we still have time. There's more encounter happening.
Stop.
defensive 7.
7.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Why are these cards?
Take 2 wounds.
Ooh, that's bad news, bears.
Yep.
Oh no.
You can go before it attacks.
Ooh. All right. I'm just gonna dive right at it.
Okay.
Got,
And it's on fire too. So much fire.
Fire ghost.
Fire ghosts are the worst kind.
It's true. They're jerks.
Yeah. They're cranky.
Ooh, burning!
I'll burn for all eternity. Oh.
I've got 11 brutal coming at it with killer instincts.
Ooh, nice.
11?
Noise.
Does 12 help?
Actually, nope. Because it was already on fire too. It just, you hit it so hard, it just, where it's standing,
Does the little pieces
you
of it
came
that
back
fly
through the
apart,
mirror, right?
are they on fire?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
couple that just drift across the camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're wearing 3D glasses,
So it
you'll
just, it dissipates. And this, now that he's gone, this negative world seems like it's starting to like fall away, like the blackness is coming towards the three of you.
We were in his world.
Oh boy.
And now he's gone.
And there's the mirror that you went through,
Yep.
but this blackness is coming towards you at the mirror very, very fast.
Well,
Through the beer, everybody.
So, but I mean, it's super fast. What have you got? You've got athletics. You have
Yes.
I've got
athletics,
athletics.
as well.
yep.
You got acrobatics.
All right,
Yeah.
give me an athletics spread. Because like I mean, this isn't like it's just like this is coming at you guys super fast. Like this construct has disappeared. You're still barely a flicker in her head, so it's not enough to keep it going. But you hear through her, so she hears this as well. Turtle, 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 turtle.
Oh, God.
Reggie.
Who's turtle?
Don't tell you later.
14, and I'm happy to burn a spark to get a 15.
No, that's good. That'll get you through the mirror.
Through the looking glass.
If you will.
Okay, well, these plus 5 is math. 12.
That's fine.
That's 12.
Okay.
Will 10 get me through?
I would throw in a couple of sparks.
Well,
I can do better.
Have you got anything?
I'm gonna quit playing everybody else's characters. I am so sorry. I don't know what's wrong.
You can
with
only
me today.
attend one
I know.
person.
12.
Okay. You all just make it through, and you feel like as you go through the mirror, I mean, it's that pop sound, and when you turn back, there's like nothing behind the mirror. It's like there's a reflective surface, but it's like glass placed over darkness.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And again, you hear, boy, that was no fun.
Did you guys hear that?
Whatever you heard, we did not hear it.
I heard it. Tell him I heard it.
God, this is
Somebody
awful.
you knew once wants you to know that he also heard it.
Tell him to shut his
Oh
stupid
God,
face
she's a
hole.
fucking medium now. I hear things from beyond.
It's a name that starts with a consonant, followed by a vowel. Does that sound like somebody you used to know?
It has several consonants and vowels in there.
It's a man, or maybe.
A man or maybe a
Ma-
woman who
Oh
you
my
knew
God.
or possibly
A
met once.
carbon-based life form you once knew.
They want to tell you about money.
Now, the weird thing is, in your head, but you realize it's not speaking to you. You hear, now you understand, Turtle. You know what it feels like. You left me. You left me to die, and then you let me die again. How could you, Turtle?
No,
How could
that's
you?
not how it
How
works,
could
Reggie.
you?
That's not how it
could
works.
you? And it's just this echoing of how could you? How could you? How could you? How could you?
Oh, that sucks.
It's very terrible.
And we're taking a small break.
Great.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. The spooky house.
Emerald City. Started watching that last night on the
Oh, yeah.
Hulus. It's a sort of a grim, dark fantasy take on Wizard of Oz.
Right.
It was an NBC miniseries, so grain of salt for that. But it's directed by Tarsum Singh, who did
The
you know, The
Cell,
Cell,
did
The
old Nine
Fall,
Inch
which if you
Nails.
haven't seen that is
Yeah, I haven't
fantastic.
heard of that one. I knew Tin Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
No,
I
it's
didn't
got
know Emerald
Vincent
City.
D'Onofrio's The Wizard of Oz.
It was okay.
I don't know. It's very, very interesting, and I'm curious to see where they go. And we've got 8 more episodes left, so there's steampunk flying monkeys. Glinda's kind of a bitch. Yeah,
It's Galinda.
Galinda. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you're looking for something interesting on the Hulu, you might check it out. That's my pitch.
Yeah. God, I don't even remember what I was watching the other night. I was so tired. Oh, we bought Fantastic Beasts on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
That movie has a lot of problems, but it's the first time I bought a Harry Potter world, Wizarding World film because the other movies, I eventually just have to crack and buy them, but they make me die inside when I watch them.
Sure.
Sure.
But sometimes I just want some of that, like I can't sit and just be like, I've had a long day, I think I'm just gonna break out the book and just read Deathly Hallows or something.
Right.
So sometimes I find myself rewatching them, but I think they're kind of awful. Fantastic Beasts, for all of its problems, is super fun though.
Alright.
But it has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like, so many problems.
Yeah. Well, Eddie Redmayne can say pretty much anything.
He's great in it.
Yeah.
There's huge plot problems.
Oh sure.
There's and they had a Chekhov's gun where you're just like, oh fuck you. I love you, J.K. Rowling, but fuck you.
I feel
Was it a Fantastic Beast, and did they find it?
They found so many Fantastic
Sure.
Beasts. He already found them, though. He wasn't discovering anything new. He already found it.
Right.
Come on.
The last Blu-ray I bought was Ghostbusters, which is fantastic because the extended version fixes 90% of the problems of the theatrical version.
I
So
really
now,
enjoyed that
The
movie.
new
I did
Ghostbusters,
too.
the old
yeah,
one.
the new one.
Answer the call.
Yeah.
I actually really
I,
enjoyed that.
yeah, I enjoyed it too. It
was-
was real fun.
Despite its
But
problems,
that's-
I enjoyed it.
That makes me want to see it. I didn't even know they had an extended version.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
interesting with the extra stuff in it.
cool.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, I really want to like this. It's okay as it is, but I wish I could see some of the stuff that I heard had been cut. So,
Yeah.
so now I expect that any Blu-ray has a version of the movie that is much much better because not so much.
Well,
of the
Fantastic Beasts had all of the deleted scenes, and all of them were like, I get it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's one or the other. It's either your deleted scenes. You're like, oh man, I wonder what's in these deleted scenes, and it's all like crap, and I just like, oh, let's talk to this random person about nothing for 10 minutes. And you're like, oh, good, you should have deleted that. Or it's crucial,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, this would have been a good show.
The crazy thing about Fantastic Beasts is there were some deleted scenes where like all of the effects were pretty much finished.
Yeah.
And you know, somebody's sitting there like, you assholes!
Spending so
I
much
work
money."
35 fucking hours per shot in that, and you deleted it.
Unpaid overtime.
Like
you son of a
rendering
bitch.
some little flying bug or something.
Right.
And they're just like, you.
That's pretty dumb.
Assholes.
Yeah, that's pretty awful if they're cutting scenes that have effects in them. It
Yeah,
means-
that was crazy. Like, there's a whole thing. There was like this snake thing that like one of them was in like a cone,
Was it the basilisk?
kind of like a basilisk,
Okay.
but it was in a cone. Like, and he's like, you know what you did, kind of thing. And it was just
Aw.
like that was all rendered.
Aw.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's terrible. Anyway, speaking of terrible,
Yes.
you guys are still in the spoopy house, and you are in your head, and so you're hearing what he's hearing. By the way, so you're hearing all of this conversation and what's going on, and you
can't
guys
hide from it.
can interact as well. Just letting you guys know if the mood strikes you.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you're still hearing Anka, and you feel like the voice is sort of moving, and it feels like it's moving upward.
No, not upstairs.
So, for lack of any better options, should we follow the voice in my head?
Bring us with you this time.
Yes, that seems like a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
And then I
Alright.
pick you up, put you on my shoulder.
yeah. High five your horde.
So you guys are moving towards the voice,
Yeah.
and as you go,
Marco Polo.
there's it's dark behind you, but you hear a
Oh, nuts.
Oh no, there's a train behind us.
and there's a train, and you all die because it runs you over. But
What's a train?
whatever the sound would sound like that I can't replicate with my person voice of brickwork being laid behind you.
Oh, nuts.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Like anti-Langoliers.
Yes. And it's moving.
Oh no. The
It's-
guy from Police Academy's behind us.
Michael Winslow. No.
And it's moving towards you. So you can't see it, but you can hear bricklaying and things like closing up and like rock sounds moving behind you guys as you go. And you continue to
But it's moving at the same speed as we are, correct? It's not.
currently.
Oh, nuts.
and you still hear the voice of just her giggling and it's like, tell me a memory that you had that's particularly strong with Anka. That she would be telling you
Just
about.
for funsies, tell her.
Oh man. She's reminding me of the time that we actually got to go into Mardenford with our family to sell our various wines, our vintages, and cheeses, and the produce that we grow on our farm, and how we managed to get away from our family and catch a small performance in a side street. And we used some of the money that we had grabbed from our parents to buy like sweets and treats that were only available in the city, and managed to have what felt like a really long adventure even though we're only gone for maybe an hour.
And you hear, "Oh, Bully, don't you remember? They were so sticky, the treats, and just you had it stuck in your mustache." As it continues to trail along.
I don't think that's his sister.
Yeah, I hate everything that's happening right now.
But
And
at the same time, you feel like everything's like it's becoming stronger. Like this seemed kind of far away and distant giggling, but now it kind of seems like it's getting more solid. Like things are becoming a little more solid, and that feeling of dread is a little weird. And you're noticing as you walk by things in the hallways around you that you're following kind of blindly along, but you're navigating down pathways that make no sense for the way that this building has been built. And you're seeing things kind of like rattle, and sometimes every once in a while you'll walk by, like there'll be something on the wall, and as you guys walk by, it's like flung into the other side of the wall. And just a lot of just things are
Yeah.
super upsetting as you go along. And you come to a doorway. And the doorway, it defies logic, where normally you would think of something glowing, it would be like a lighter glow, but somehow it's like a shadow glowing. There's just this weird darkness around the edges that almost has its own glow to it. And you can kind of feel like the power is the strongest here, and there's like tendrils of it reaching out down the hallway towards you, and feels like
a
it's
physical
like
shadow
you're
that's
starting to feel
absorbing light.
pulled by it.
Only him, though, right?
You guys are feeling this. You're not hearing his sister, but you're feeling that whatever the seat of power is starting to feel more and more solid.
So we're getting closer.
And you've reached, a doorway.
The doorway. We haven't gone through any doorways up
You
till
should
now.
go through the doorway, Thon.
No, and that's the weird thing is like you haven't even really seen doorways. Everything's been so dark, but you feel like you've been going down hallways and up staircases and around, and it makes no sense. Like if you tried to pinpoint where you were in the building, you would have no idea. This is Winchester Mystery House times 1,000.
This is crazy.
That's a lot of Winchester Mystery
With
House.
so many Winchesters.
Yeah.
Like
Pocket
16
dimensions.
million Winchester Mystery Houses.
What does the door feel like?
Has somebody touched it?
Do you hear your sister?
Oh yes, most definitely. It's reminiscing. Whatever this is, I mean, I know it's not my sister, but it somehow is inside my head.
All right, well, stay here, and we'll go to the door.
Wait, is this going to be one of
disagree
those,
with
like,
this
I go
course
do
of action.
something?
We'll both go.
Okay.
Let's not split up again.
No, we're not going to split up. We're still within
I shot.
That's not the word. But that's
Visual
what I want to say.
Range.
Eyeline.
Visual eye line? Yeah.
Line of
Sight.
sight?
Line of sight. Thank
LOS,
you.
There we go.
So you're going, who's going up to the door?
The two of us.
I will go up to the door alone.
All right, are you going to touch it?
I'm going to kick it. I'm kicking the goddamn
Hold on,
door.
wait.
Wait.
She's going up to the door. You're
You gotta
going.
go-
No, we're both going up.
Okay, we're both going.
Yeah.
You feel the door is vibrating.
Oh, I don't like this.
Like it's just this crazy amount of power just rumbling this door. Like it's amazing you can't hear it rattling in its jam. Like it should be making a horrible brrr sound, but it's not making any sound. But it's thrumming. You're gonna kick it down.
Yep.
There's the
All right.
so bad
of
on
you-
the other side.
Lose a spark.
Lose a spark.
Yep, you burned a spark. You got, and you
Taking
feel
it
like
down
something
now.
is drawing on your energy. You feel it, and you're still back behind them a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Something is drawing on your energy. You kick it open,
Oh no.
and inside, I mean, it's full of Ghostbusters up in there. There's just this
Is Holtz in there?
swirling entity of all of this stuff moving around, and
I'm
it's
afraid of no ghost.
it's somehow you can see layers of it, but it's also still black. It's super confusing. Both of you give me a defense of, give me 12.
12.
These things hit so hard.
12.
Shadow
stay- you
demons from
stay
beyond
back.
the void? Nah.
Yeah, I'm
Are you still sticking back?
Yes.
You
I can't do
hear
anything about
within the
that.
swirling inkiness though. You still hear the voice, and it's stronger coming from that.
Guys, I think we found it.
Okay.
Did I ever get to use my flare at the last defense? No, I did. I did. I wanted to
Yeah.
jump in front of that, but I'll
I will basically
Oh, in front of
have
her?
yeah.
2 turns to do with it.
Yeah, you did jump in at one point. Sorry. I gave it to you again. So we had already had an
All right. Well, this is the best defense spread I can make.
Is
4.
4.
It's a 4.
That's gonna be a couple wounds.
I understand. Hang on. I guess it could be a 5.
What have you got? Well, what's on the card?
It's an attack one. It only has value if it's used in the attack spread.
Oh, but what is it?
Hunter.
It's Hunter.
Oh,
Add 5.
so
when
you
it's
could
used in
give
attack.
me 5 against 12.
Yeah.
It's a beastly hit.
Yeah.
Can I burn some sparks to make it higher?
Not in a defense spread.
That
is very unfortunate.
yeah.
And so this
Explode. Do I
darkness,
explode? Do I explode into a volley of feathers?
it vibrates you out of existence.
Oh. Can I have a volley of feathers? Can one feather just be left and float slowly to the ground?
Okay,
the
I
duck.
can.
Like Sylvester's coughed it out.
I'll give you. I have one thing for you because he's still clinging on.
Yeah.
If he wants to burn out to help you, you'll take 2 wounds, and just be barely clinging on. But he's got to burn out.
Man, we did.
He's got to give you the last of his Phoenix essence to do
I
it.
say we did.
Well,
Well, it's either dead or a guy who's already dead is very dead.
sure.
And well, it's also your decision of how you
Your
want to
choice.
truly
Sure.
go out here.
I mean, I guess my question to you is, do you want to prolong the inevitable and hang on with that 1 wound and hopefully get in 1 more good
That's
hit
what
or
I'm thinking
something?
is I just get one more
All right.
wackadoo at them.
So you feel the tug in your mind, and Vigil says, "Hey, once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more."
Dude, that's a devoted fucking death right
Right?
there. That was
I like
beautiful.
the idea of the high five in his hand, just like.
Yep.
You feel the high five happening.
Oh my God, it's
Like,
the best
like
high five
it's
of
a
my life.
spiritual high five.
Oh yeah.
A spiritual high five. Okay, cult leader.
I've got 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. With your endurance, you're fine. So, again, there's sort of this swirling darkness, but inside of it, you start to hear something. You hear whimpering. Somebody's scared. You hear something in the middle of it all. Just somebody is just. I didn't know I was gonna do this. I didn't know. Oh yeah. So you hear just the whispering edge of something freaking out in the core of this.
Oh gosh.
Man, this seems like the wrong time to have a specialty in fear.
Do you want to do a fear spread?
I'm concerned that
Do you want to talk to it?
Yes.
I mean, there's
Do it.
there's all this stuff swirling around, but there's something inside that's scared.
I think that seems about as wise as any other option we have. Jace. And I will. It's gonna be 15.
15?
Yes.
There's definitely something corporeal in the center of this. What do you say to it? And you just hear it's somebody they're crying and they're scared.
Can you hear me? It's not your fault.
Is there someone there? Is there someone there?
Yes, we're here to stop this, whatever it is. Who are you?
I don't know what happened. I don't know. I died and then I'm here. I died. I was in another place and then he spoke to me and now I'm here.
How did
He
you
said I was
die?
gonna be okay.
How did you die?
And it goes quiet.
I am.
So you guys want to attack the darkness?
No.
No, we're not strong enough to deal with it. We have to talk this thing down.
I am going into it. I'm gonna make an endurance spread to just like try and walk into the center of it and try and find.
You're just gonna walk through it?
Seems unwise.
All right. Give me another defensive 12.
Man, I was hoping I could get an endurance spread.
Do you think you can get endurance that high though? I mean, this is nasty. It's attacking you as you go through.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
You thought you would attack the darkness. The darkness is attacking you.
Oh my gosh.
As is
Nope.
wont to happen.
I'm gonna
crazy
take it. I'm
darkness.
gonna take the darkness. Jesus, this is gonna suck. 8.
That's 8.
8.
I will discard this to add 3.
Okay.
11?
So 11.
11.
Okay. Make it through.
2.
There's a lot of darkness. You can start to see a form in there, and it's huddled on the ground, and it is like the fetal position.
I'm gonna go down and cover them, embrace them, hold something. Like
Okay.
if it's a person, like help.
That power sort of flickers out, like it's protecting them, and it just kind of snaps out. And see, and you've gone. Who else has gone?
I went. I did the skill spread. You did your endurance
Okay.
skill spread. You're still alive.
Barely
And the
alive.
thing-
Yeah, it's
So the shadows
it's
just.
scared now, but it's listening, but it's gonna snap out again. And it can tell the Marathon is very scared right now.
Resolve.
Yeah.
You do have.
Can I
resolve?
hide?
Do you want to hide?
Go ahead, hide. No,
Can you
don't.
make a skill spread with resolve and fight through your fear potentially to interact with this thing? Because just hiding is
I
only.
can make a skill spread with resolve probably.
Because just
Do you-
hiding.
Yeah,
is,
it's snapping out towards you. Do you want to talk to it?
All right, I'll talk to it.
Yeah, because that's like a.
Oh,
fight.
that'll work really well with Marathon's social
Nope.
skills.
It's gonna be good. Do you want to high five?
What's happening?
Is this a thing?
What's a high five?
It's a thing that I do to show you that I'm here for you and that we're together. High five. It's connection. Come on.
It's not okay with this.
I'm not okay with this.
But it's stuff is happening. It's confused. You've confused it enough that it hasn't hit you yet, but it's thinking about it.
No, listen. Do you ever feel small and weak, like a staircase could kill you? Because I feel like that all the time.
Alert commercial?
Have you fallen
And you
metaphorically?
I feel like you can't get out.
Do you want a medical alert bracelet? Because I feel like that all the time. I feel real small and real weak. It's terrible and it's scary, right? We can bond on that, right?
It seems quieted weirdly, but
Very
but everybody
confused,
burns
as are we.
everybody burns a spark. It's still drawing off of you at this point. All right, another one of you can go.
Can't believe the high five didn't work.
Right?
Can't imagine why. I'm such a dick.
Can't imagine. I don't know, want to live in a world where high fives don't solve everything.
Okay.
I hope they can do something.
Oh my God.
I can't do anything.
Reasonably sure they can.
What?
Ink is doing bad things, and he's focusing, it seems like, on a certain class of Phoenix. Which is weird, right? So the shadows are dissipated for now, right? The offensive shadows are protective.
I mean, the shadows are still
Radius.
swirling around. You can't see where he went. It's just like he just disappeared into it.
Is it like the remake of House on Haunted Hill at the end? The weird Rorschach inky ghost monsters?
Ish.
Okay.
But with less shitty effects.
Okay,
It came out in 99. Cut it a little slack. Or not.
Well, now all I can think of is the Pac-Man ghosts. Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde.
You are all eaten.
My child. Okay, I guess 8, 13. I'm gonna call out to it once more.
Okay.
So that's 8 and 13.
Okay.
Embracing the fear that my wingmates feel and that this entity feels, and basically entreat it. I know what it is to feel this fear. I think you're not alone. You're one of us. We're here to bring you back home.
And you hear it's a very thin voice. It's, I don't know where home is. I was dead, and then now I'm not. I don't know, maybe I am.
We know where home is. You were in a place that seemed like a shadow world, and someone came to you and took you from there. That was your step to a life like ours. You're one of us. You're a phoenix. No need to be afraid.
It goes kind of quiet again, and it's like everything's just sort of puzzling over this. But how?
Can you feel a flame?
I don't know what that means.
Look within yourself. Do you feel a connection to any of us?
It goes quiet again. It does not understand what you mean. It does not understand that sensation. What can you do to rev up that?
Yeah. I'm
Do
going.
you want to work with your wingmates?
Yes. I'm going to walk through the shadows as well. Just going to stride through. It's a really bad idea.
You're gonna just walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna walk through, it's gonna attack again because you've got it calm, but you're whipping it up again. Can you defend against an attack of 12?
I really doubt it.
Okay.
Which is more or less fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to defend. I have never gives up.
Okay.
So, or no, shit, we're not in combat. That's a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
Everything's a bad idea right now.
Oh no, if I die while it's in front of me, okay. So that's fine. It's just a temporary talent that.
Okay,
gets
so
burned
it's
when I
basically
die.
keeps you up another round.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I basically walk through. It's like, ooh, man.
Okay.
It's like the only, like, trust us. I'm sacrificing all that I am to speak with you.
So you're kind of putting everything that you've got into it here. You're sort of phoenixdom and trying to connect with it on that
Yeah, I'm trying to basically, like, burn through my flame
Okay.
to kind of stoke the fires of.
So you move forward,
It's a bad idea.
and it kind of, you move through it, and you feel like almost like pieces of you are starting to burn away.
It happens.
And as you approach Doros, you see it looks like it does look like a child, but something more to it as you sense that maybe it was some kind of phoenix force behind it. And so you just let Doris step aside for a second. And do you reach in and embrace her?
Yeah.
So as you embrace her, she just looks at you and goes, "Is this what you meant?" And then both of you just,
Yeah.
and all the blackness just falls away. It just melts into nothing. It's not even like it moves from the room. It just completely just trickles away. And you find that the room you're in seems conventional. It seems like what this building was supposed to be beforehand, the two of you that are left. It's just, this is what this room was.
And that is a public storage building.
You know, and it's a home, and it's furnished, and it seems completely normal. All of the awfulness that was in there it's melted away, utterly. And like, you can see there's a staircase that goes down. Like, everything makes sense, and you're left in this room.
Can you find us the stairs, please?
Right there.
There's spooky bird hands.
Do you guys leave?
Is there anything left? It's just,
It looks like it's super weird because it seems like what the building would have been if you'd been in any of the other buildings that were around this one.
Scouting?
Can I scout it?
Sure,
I'm scouting the
sure.
building.
just gonna go downstairs.
I'm just gonna go downstairs.
Go downstairs.
13.
13 looks like a normal building.
Aren't you glad I scouted it?
It's worth a shot.
So
there's
you go back
any
outside,
remnant
and the
Jerkface.
guild is there, and there's, well, what did you do? This is what it was before. I don't understand what happened.
Was there a
A murder in this building. Was this building built on some kind of sacred burial space?
a mysterious stranger who came through here?
I mean, we're a big trading city. We had strangers come through all the time.
Someone who was abnormally interested in the architecture or of the history of this particular building.
There was one guy, and he did seem quite keen, but we didn't get a good look at him. He was wearing a cloak.
Sure.
You need to always be suspicious of those close
That's
people.
That's probably not a
Seems
good.
a little
that's-
bit
that's
racist.
a
Most
little bit
travelers
much.
here wear cloaks, so.
Yeah.
But there was.
He had a cloak on. It was fine. Self-defense.
It seems like
I
it's
said be
all.
suspicious. I didn't say instantly kill.
Seems like it's fine now, but was. What was it?
I'll tell you what it was. You guys screwed up. You owe us money.
It was not that.
We need some money.
There is.
We need some food.
We don't
And a
need.
ca-
We
a
don't
carriage.
need food.
Well, you want a carriage and
No,
food
we're
and.
we're fine. We
Are
came
you
here.
though? Because there were 4
We
of
had
you?
2 people just die in horrible, brutal ways.
They died.
And we should get some money for that.
But they'll come back, right? You're all
Where is
phoenixes. You're phoenixes. You'll come back, right?
We
They'll come
came.
back, right?
We came to help, and in return, ask for your assistance
With money.
to
My
help
God.
us rebuild
I didn't think the
Ares.
phoenixes wanted money. Is that
We
it?
don't.
I'm not officially licensed to ask for anything, but you could just give me privately some money, and I would appreciate it.
We'll take Bitcoin or PayPal or
If I'll.
get my swipe here.
Hey,
I'm gonna make a
Owl?
leadership spread of 15.
And just smack the shit out of her.
You gonna smack the shit out of me?
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
Burst into flames.
Feathers.
Unless you are
The guild
so
is like-
are you so ashamed by being shushed that you go back to your crucible? I mean, what happens? Or do you run
be
into
amazing.
it? Do you trip again?
Made it down the
Stumble
stairs.
backwards and fall and hit your head. No.
Are we at the top of some stairs? Do you backman
A
hand me
vaguely
down some
wolf-like man appears from the audience with a rocket launcher that says Acme on the side.
Off you go.
So you've been shushed successfully. You don't die.
Right? Unless this is really what you want to do, and then tell me
stairs?
now.
Just saying.
I mean, if you die, you next time you guest star, you'll be level 3 guaranteed.
Like, I do like that. I do like that.
Shushed into death.
Here's what happened.
Okay, yeah,
No.
tell me how this happens.
Turns around and
Wow.
says, shush. And I step back. And I step back again, shocked that anyone would shush me. Didn't you hear my victory rap earlier? I have so much to offer. And then it turns out I'm at the top of some stairs.
Where did the stairs come from? Where did the stairs? Did you?
Fall down the stairs.
Why would you build stairs at the
Boom,
bottom of
boom,
stairs?
boom, boom,
Because
boom,
people
boom.
usually aren't this daft.
It's like in a
Those-
cartoon where you just land on your head and you
Poor
flip over and you land on your head
architecture
again.
guild members.
I just land on my head and land on my head and land on my
Cue
head.
yakety sax right
And
about
feathers.
now.
Big poops and feathers.
I thought certain special people were chosen to be phoenixes. Do you have a short bus for some of them?
Poof. Feathers everywhere.
The small flame.
You survived. Anyway, you can now talk freely because she has just poofed out of existence. She's a very special sort of phoenix.
I join on.
Oh no,
What?
are you
No!
I'm in your head. I'm in your head.
This is escalating.
I'm gonna bag of chips for
Hey, what's
Chip me,
up?
sir.
Yeah, chips. If there's the salsa
Brain
chips in there, I
five.
need that
Bam.
corner.
Wow.
Spap.
flip.
I'm gonna asphyxiate myself in this bag now because I invited Celine here and I made a huge mistake.
I don't think you. I think you know what you got. I think you knew what you were getting.
Yeah, I did. That was what I was worried about. Anyway, you are the sole survivor of this encounter.
Do you need a spark or something? See, ask him for money. Ask him for money.
Don't worry, Dawn, she'll be gone. So
Ask him
you
for a high five.
negotiate with them about fixing some of the areas, and they agree that they're going to do that, but they have some additional negotiations they want to go over with you. So
him a high five.
just figuring out what's what and where's where. And that's where we're leaving this adventure.
Ask him to high five.
The next
High
dawn,
five.
after you have been unable, you didn't really need to sleep, but you kind of wish that you could, so it would shut up for a while.
Yeah.
Nope, this is
At
constant.
dawn, mercifully, you just feel her presence disappear.
One last high five. See you later, dude.
And
Let's
that
hang
is
out.
episode 3 of season 2 of Phoenix Dogman. Why don't you all give some plugs or something while I go down the street, not across it?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, go to at Regenerates Pod on Twitter at around like 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because the new episode of Doctor Who is airing, and I'm going to live tweet it for my Doctor Who podcast, which is called the Regenerates Podcast. Just go look that up too, if you're into that sort of thing.
Check out the Idle Thumbs Network. They have a lot of really awesome podcasts. They just debuted a new one called Something True, where it's 15-minute long segments where they talk about crazy things like the first dog of the United States of America. They can tell you just weird stories of actual things. It's pretty fantastic. Lost histories. Check it out.
That's cool. Hey, what are you doing Wednesday night at 8 o'clock?
Better be watching this Twitch stream.
You better be. Josh
Hey,
Meesh,
Josh
Yeah.
Meesh!
he just committed to watching
Thank you, fellow Josh.
Misadventures, Harry Potter RPG, I was telling him, I don't see things.
Okay.
I don't see
Not
things.
in the physical plane, anyway.
Oh God.
No.
Lost histories?
Come on Wednesday and join us
something
for
true.
Harry Potter Good Times. It's like that movie about
episode
mystical
so
beasts,
far.
only all the bad parts are taken out, was what I was going to say. Unfortunate
What
pause.
was it?
Unfortunate pause. Are taken out. I can't see anything.
Come make my character a horrible, horrible monster.
Narrated by a British guy.
That's
And
my
I'm
home plug.
Michael Holmes. We had a lot of fun today, kids, but we also learned something, and that is
Don't
you
invite
can't
someone.
have the voyage home without the search for Spock.
I
TIL.
don't understand that
I'm,
message.
I think, still Mac Beauvais. I'm not really sure anymore of anything. Tune in on Wednesday for Misadventures. I'll be there playing Jaina Quickby, who is also a werewolf, and you can donate to make awful things happen, like paws for hands or a tail. It's very inconvenient. We will be back next week with our regular crew. And we will actually have a couple of special guests that will be joining us. I'm not going to tell you what, but it is probably the adventure I have been working the hardest on so far. So please, please tune in next Saturday. And yeah, we did the thing. I survived 3 DMing sessions. Barely. James, you got anything you want to plug before we go?
All of a drug.
What did I say about losing the rubber bands? Your character is dead now.
I did not lose it. I know exactly where it is.
You better find it.
Wolfman here, and I was actually kind of, while I got my mouth full of chips, I was noticing that you both referenced the Bowl of Petunias and you referenced Not Panicking, and I've been re-listening to the radio drama of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah.
And of role-playing games, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has this to say. For those who think of dying as a method of leveling up, we finally decided that this was a way of cutting the crap and getting to the real heart of the matter. Watch Phoenix Dawn Command.
Well said.
So, yes,
said.
tune in next week for the next episode of Phoenix Dawn Command where, like I said, we're going to have a couple of special guests. There's going to be some crazy stuff going on. So we will see you then. Until then, some really thrilling outro.
Watch the
something.
skis. I mean, skies.
Yes, watch the skis.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2.